the hours tonight to our lovely Nitro Jill. And watches definitely brought us all together, but I think it's the friendship that really keeps this going. So I'd like to dedicate the rest of the night to Jill, Nitro Jill. And if you have ever had any interaction with her online, face-to-face, give us a call and share those favorite moments, because I know there's a lot of them, because she's absolutely amazing. So give us a call.
And we do want to send our best to Dar, her wife, and her entire family, who have been amazing.
Oh, yeah. Welcome in, everybody, man. It's your boy, Trap Vision 3D. What's up, Leo? Mr. A-Train. Invicta Showcase, thank you for being here. Don't know how long. We may do a 30-minute video. I've been bad at the time. I'll say that I'm going to do a quick video, and then it ends up like an hour and a half later. But tonight, it's already been said. I know some people haven't had a chance to check out their Facebook page or their Instagram. Don't know if it's on TikTok yet, but I'm pretty sure it is. But if you haven't heard yet, all of you guys that have been shopping at Home Shopping Networks or ShopHQ, or if you use the Evine or Shop NBC, they just lost their biggest contributor as far as there is watches, right? And that is Invicta, right? So wrist check, the same watch I had on this morning. I did change it out for a particular watch, which we'll see that watch tomorrow. But tonight, we're talking Invicta. We're talking the people that have collected Invicta. And here's the deal. This is, y'all know I like to do an open forum, man. So I do want to invite any Invicta collector that has been a part of ShopHQ, and I would like for you, hey, let it rip, man. Let it rip. How do you guys feel about this news? Because I'm gonna be talking about some stuff that really how I feel. I dropped it this morning, right? We talked about it this morning, real brief. About 100 and I don't know, 100 plus of you guys watched it this morning. But Sean Wilsey, which used to be a part of ShopHQ, he has a podcast. He, like, look, you'll have to literally look at what he said or listen to what he said. He was kind of shocked. It kind of hit him, you know what I'm saying, from the left, like, yo, ShopHQ lost that, because he had mentioned, and I said this morning, he mentioned that a home shopping network can lose a host, right, and not be affected to the point where they just miss out on a lot of money. But what do you do in this situation where ShopHQ just lost their largest account as far as watches is concerned? And it's not just any watch, because they have Casio. As a matter of fact, let me give you a list. And then I got on my phone in real time. I just received Shop Late 888. I received your message. I'm going to be reading these messages from today's this morning's live. But before that, let me get into the chat. We got Scott. We have the iKnock crew is in the building, or representatives of the iKnock crew. I appreciate you being here. Jay Jones in the building. Ripsaw Joe is in the building. Thelonious Monk. Welcome, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thelonious said, speaking, I love that you guys interacted with each other and everybody that I missed. So now, if you don't know, Invicta has gone over to JTV. And I've been watching JTV for the past 4 days now. And it appears that it's not even it appears. I left a link in the description. JTV has way more subscribers on their social media platform as far as YouTube is concerned. Right now, Shop has just under 30,000, 29 and some change. JTV just has under 70,000. So this is going to be interesting. And if you don't go over to Sean Wilsey's channel, I will say this. Because they have a larger fan base, this could be like a transference, right? Because I know based off some of the conversations we had, some people just wanted it to go back. They wanted the whole shopping experience to go back to what it was before before COVID, as a matter of fact. So man, okay, and now, ladies and gentlemen, you guys are about to hear from people that, at least I know one that got me beat as far as collecting. I've only been collecting Invicta since 2014. This guy that's coming up, man, is solidified in the community as the Godfather, right? He's had this name prior to him coming into Invicta. He did not get that name just because he's an old school collector. He earned that name by other means. If you want to know the story, I've actually posted that story. But we're going to hear from one of the greats. Welcome to the show, my friend.
What's going on, my brother? How you doing?
I'm good, man. And then I got to bring up another brother. And these are like, it's funny that both of these guys are vets. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to give this next man too hard of a time because it's his birthday or something like that. It's coming up. And, you know, he buys a lot of watches. So we're not going to give him trouble. I'm not even going to kick him off the show tonight. All right. So welcome to the show.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
Hey, boy, you looking fresh, bro. Hold up. Wait a minute, man. What you got on, bro? What's going on?
Little pinky.
He's wearing a shirt with a collar. We
God,
on here with a shirt at the collar.
Yo,
I'm coming to Trap Vision. I'm seeing Trap Vision and the Godfather.
yo.
Hey, look. It's about time you gave us the respect that we are due, man. Instead of coming up here and a dang on wife beater and stuff, man.
I know. Taco me hanging out.
That's right, Godfather. I just get clean as you all the time, man. But you the Godfather. If you had a ring, I'd kiss your ring. But if you have watch,
Sean John is in the building. What's going on, man? Welcome, man, Sean John.
But first and foremost, you had the wrist check earlier. You know, I got my pink. I'll take it and show it to you. I got my pink JT.
I saw that today.
Got my pink JT to go with my Godfather to match my pink shirt.
Oh, hold up, y'all. Wait. Let me knock this comment down. Hold on, and let me make an adjustment real quick because the next person that's coming up is the reigning, defending, undisputed champion of all battles, and can't nobody mess with this guy, Mr. New York himself. Please welcome onto the stage, Misty. Come on.
No.
What's going on, bro?
What an introduction.
Not from New York. Get it right. He's from New Jersey.
Hey, bro, listen.
Get it right. Hold
up. Let me say this again. Reigning, defending. He got his championship in New York, so he is the king of New York. Sir, you take your badge. Hey, I promise I wasn't gonna kick you off, bro. Don't test me.
Keep on. Excuse me, Mr. Kimo.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine, man. The news here, that's not so surprising. I'm surprised, not shocked. Because you could kind of see it coming. But it's a little surprising.
Anybody who was watching in the last 3 months really could see what's going on with Shop and what was going on with Invicta.
Yeah, I mean the shows they didn't have that many shows.
That's right. They cut the shows down.
Mm-hmm.
When Ryan went away, they had nothing when Ryan was away.
Yeah, no.
So you know, Godfather, how you feel about it? I know that the writing was on the wall that ShopHQ and Invicta were parting their ways.
Well, yeah, I mean, we all, you know, like you said, you know, for the past several months, we're watching the shows. They constantly showing the same watches over and over, trying to liquidate, you know, what they had.
Yep.
Didn't have as many shows on, so the writing was on the wall, and most of us that you know, been involved in the shows and everything like that over the years was able to see something was coming down the pipe. Now, like Kamon said, it was a shock, not necessarily a surprise, okay, because we knew something was coming down, but
yeah,
a shock that it happened. Hey, normally you're looking at stuff happening, say, near the end of the year or the end of a person's fiscal, so they can try to close out and keep their fiscal year done just right when it comes to the money and stuff like that. So, but as far as now, Invicta collectors, okay, so we might not go back to shop as far as for watches, if we're looking for Invicta watches. However, there are a lot of collectors out there that buy other things. So they might, shop around and might go to shop for things to deal with the kitchen. I know my granddaughters sometimes like buying outfits, from shop and stuff like that. So they'll call me up, hey, and I want this, and I'll go online and order it for them. So they have lost, though. ShopHQ has lost, I would say, a majority of their patrons, because of losing in Invicta. That's just my opinion. So because
give me a second, Godfather, because here's the deal. Because I want this is gonna be perfect. I got two veteran collectors up here, and I'm about to bring my man up here, Jay Jones. He's in the same class as you right now, as far as being new school, but kind of old school at the same time. My man Ripsaw Joe, thanks for coming on, man. AKA Kevin Nash. Hold up. Oh man, where you at, bro? Where you at? I don't see you.
Turn the light on, man. Turn the light on.
No, I can see him behind stage.
There he is.
There we go.
Hiding in the dark.
AKA Kevin Nash. So, this is perfect.
Background.
This is perfect because, come on, you've seen the shows, we've conversated, and I can personally say I watched you comment to where it started to slow down to like nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know you were still watching, but like, bro.
Yeah, the past year or so, there hasn't been a whole lot. I think I bought a couple of Pro Divers. I think that was last year when they had the Pro Divers with the value.
Yeah.
7750, and I think one with the Edda 2824 with the Tiger's Eye. I think that was like September thereabouts.
Yep.
And I picked up then. I watched that. I bought a couple of those, and since then it's like they haven't had anything I wanted. I didn't buy anything. They didn't have anything that I liked, so I stopped buying. I would watch every now and then, but then when I saw the direction where it was going, I was like, all right, they're not selling anything that I want, so I'm not even going to watch. So
you guys see this comment right here?
That's 5 new and returning watch brands coming in September. That's good. I mean, because my last purchase from ShopHQ watch purchase was a Javril. So, I'll still, see what watch shows they have. And I bought other things from them. I think I bought my wife some handbags. I used to buy the Beekman Brothers soap, the goat milk soap, but they left. Outside of that, it was mostly Invicta. And I think if you even look at their YouTube live channel when they're live, the conversation section is lit up when it's Invicta. Yeah. When it's not Invicta, it's quiet or it's a bunch of spammers.
Correct.
Yeah. So I don't how this will affect shop. I don't know, but if they got watch brands coming in or more watch brands coming in, more of a selection of good watches, by the way, then I'll certainly continue to watch. I feel it's unfortunate. Yeah, good watches. It's unfortunate that, because when I first started watching and getting into Invicta, it was Shop NBC at the time. It was them, and I've been watching them since 2011. And, to see them no longer there, I'll deal with it.
Well, stop buying from Shop.
To add to that a little bit, every other brand watch show that they have, if you go in the chat, it's mostly all the Invicta collectors watching it.
Yeah. Yep.
The Nubio and true.
Yeah, I know a long time ago, though, on Shop, when it was Evine and Shop NBC, they used to actually have Android,
Mm. They had a bunch of watches. I bought a bunch of different brands from them at the time, and then sometime around 2017 or thereabouts, it started to become a whole lot of Invicta and a whole lot of Invicta and a whole lot less of
Yep,
the other brands.
yep.
It got saturated with Invicta, and if Invicta was selling, then I can understand why that would be.
Hmm.
But it got to the point where it was mostly Invicta, and the other watch shows got very little time. And I remember one of Wing's last shows on there, they put him on at like 11 o'clock at night after 3 hours of Invicta.
Yeah, yeah.
So it wasn't worth him coming up there. He seemed to be doing okay without ShopHQ. So
I wouldn't be surprised if you seen them though. I wouldn't be surprised if he came back.
Hmm.
yeah, it might if they give him the airtime, there's no more Invicta, so he should probably get in the rest of the watch
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
get more airtime.
what other watch brand will stand in front of Aragon right now? And they have a ton of brands, bro. They got hundreds of brands right now. And they got G-Shock. They got oh my gosh, what was it? Casio. They got Javril, like you said. But a lot of people don't know about Javril.
That's unfortunate because ShopHQ really should have pushed them more. It's a really nice watch that I have too. I wore it today. And that was the last watch purchase I purchased from ShopHQ, Javril. Square case, leather strap, real nice.
I will say I don't think I bought a watch from them for at least 5 months.
Sheesh.
So, I mean, I have no value pays left. They're all done.
That's a good thing.
I've been buying from InvictaStores.com. I mean,
Jerry, that's because you pay for two and then get 5 on top of that. So we know why you buy.
Even at that, Jay,
guys like you.
AJ, even at that, I'm not seeing anything that's really considered new, even at Invicta stores.
Yeah, well, like I said, I've been trying to catch up with some of the older stuff because I don't have some of the older stuff, because I started, so I've been getting some of the older stuff that I've been seeing, but I've been getting some of the older stuff at a good price too.
Well, you know what? So I'm looking at right now. So they got Boulevard, Casio, Citizen, Constantine Weiss, Javril. Now I do know this, and this was mentioned earlier. If you read through all the verbiage, they're still having Invicta, and they're still going to be selling Invicta. They're going to sell the last bit of what they have because they have to buy that. You know what I'm saying? So they and I know when I was watching the show the other day, I was like, bro, they went back in the crates because they pulling out some old Sabacqua 3s. And I'm like, I haven't seen these watches in like years. So they still have to get rid of that stock. I'm just curious to how that's going to play out because I doubt that. Again, I know JTV will have to do the same thing, buy and then sell to us, or whatever the case is. But I don't think it'll benefit them to buy some of their old stock because if you go look at Invicta stores right now, there's a gang of new things over there. You know what I'm saying? Anybody trying to buy that stuff we saw 3 years during COVID, bro? They were showing watches from COVID. I was like, nah, I'll pass.
Yeah, and you go ahead, Joe.
Does anybody know, is Ryan going over to the other network? Or?
Kendi had said something about that's going to be announced soon.
Yeah, so we're just waiting for the actual, you know what I'm saying, the verification of that. But I will tell you, like, my biggest thing is, what does Shop do now? Because even though I know you guys said in the chat that is a big shakeup, you know what I'm saying, because Invicta was a great force for ShopHQ, but now that is gone, like we said, we all seen it. When the chat is going on, when Shop is on there, dude, you got people, it's coming through. The chat is coming through. When Deep Blue is on, not so much, especially I don't never see anybody talk during Casio shows.
No.
Like, they're quiet. Constantine Weiss, a couple of y'all in here. I seen Inoc was in there one night. So they got you guys to talk to each other and stuff like that. But it was what, like 80 y'all in there, maybe 12. But I know about 80 y'all in there.
Yeah. But you got to look at,
man, that's gonna be crazy.
These other watches, you know, while they are good watches, a lot of people might not know about some of them, and some of the major ones like Casio doesn't have a family base like say Aragon or Invicta. You know, so that's the reason why you probably won't see people in the chat. However, again, like Simone says, you know, Invicta's leaving will not stop me from watching Shop, you know, when they have watch shows or when the grandkids are looking for something and want me to check it out and stuff like that. It's just that they Invicta Shop itself will not have the interaction with its customers as big as they had with Invicta being there. You know, as far as the chat goes, people calling in.
You can start it if you want.
Yeah. So
start the movie.
Yep, upper management was in fits when they saw Invicta posted a project. I imagine they didn't. I mean, but see, the thing about it is, I know some of us had, you know, jumped the gun, posted it and stuff like that. And I think, though, honestly, I'm curious to see who Shop gets in as far as like watches is concerned, because the one thing that they don't have right now. Okay, so I know like when Ryan was gone for like 2 weeks, they didn't show anything, and then they came out with a new Bayo show. Yeah. They did the Star Trek thing. My thing is like Jen Vic is great at what she does, right? She learned a lot from Bulldog, and she's grown into like, you know what I'm saying, like somebody that we'll listen to. We are used to her. You feel me?
Right.
But like, who's coming else? Like, they got Jim Skelton back, don't they?
I don't know. I haven't seen. So
you're trying to say who's going to be the expert on the watches when it comes to be explaining stuff about the watches, like Ryan did and like Jay-Z did.
Well, that's my point though. It's like, because now you've taken Invicta away, right? And I'm pretty sure Ryan can talk about any watch. The man, he knows watches. Now, it's me and Ryan sitting and talk. The man knows watches. You know what I'm saying? He's an expert at that. But my thing is like, what does that look like? You know what I'm saying? He's Invicta Ryan, but he's talking about Boulevard. You know what I'm saying?
He works for Invicta, right?
Oh man, that's like we're gonna have to call him something else now at this point.
Crap, he works for Invicta, not Boulevard, right? I mean, look at that. I mean, he's an employee of Invicta.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, but like, here's the deal: is like, because they haven't officially announced him going over, but in the event that he's still at Shop.
Well, the other thing I was just thinking about when I asked that question, where is that network from? Would he have to move? I think Kendi moved.
Tennessee.
I think Kendi moved.
Yeah, it's in Knoxville, Tennessee.
It's in Tennessee? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where Kendi moved when she left Shop. She moved to Knoxville for JTV, Jewelry TV.
Yeah, that's my point. He'd have to move if he's going to go over there.
Tim Temple is back. Okay, so there's one. Now that's going to be interesting because I wasn't watching Shop with Tim Temple. Like, I know Godfather and because come on, you the one that told me who he was. Like, you gave me all the information I needed on Tim Temple.
Yeah, when I first started, it was him and Michael Davis presenting the watches, and I used to watch those guys all the time, man, all the time. And then Michael Davis left, and Tim Temple left, and then the watches got a little different. Invicta, anyway, the watches got a little different, and didn't have any watch guys talking about, and even guys like Skip Connolly and Sean Wilsey, who knew a lot about watches. And those guys left too. So when they left, all you really had was a female host and one of the guys from Invicta, and no knock against the female host, but they're not watch people. They're there to gush over the watches while the other guy presents it. You know.
Right. What up, bruh? Okay, I missed that. So you said, what did he say? Hey guys, I don't know if you saw Felix's comment, but he said Ryan is going to do remote. Like, he's going to do remote.
Probably like Jay-Z did.
Like from where?
Probably like what Jay-Z was doing for Invicta. Something like that, maybe.
Okay.
I'm sure he'll get it worked out. I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, he's not moving. I don't see him leaving Minnesota to move to
He's got a
Tennessee.
fairly new house, from what I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and see the thing too, I don't now, just for the sake of like it's a lot of speculation. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't feel comfortable about giving information out that we don't know because one, here's the deal with my show. I don't want Shop coming at me talking about, hey, you put this news out and where'd you get the information from? Because I had that happen to me in 2021 when I had the Invicta team call me on the phone, like, is this Travis Wiley? I'm like, yeah. Oh, well, this is such and such. And you put something up about Shaq. We need you to cease and desist. Take that down. I'm on the phone like, are you serious? Like, bro, bro, like I don't never ever want that to happen to me ever again. You know what I'm saying? Like that was not only now, and I'm gonna get off of it, but like not only was that an embarrassing moment for me, but I was just pissed at the whole thing because like I went through the proper channels, I did my due diligence, and then I got my hand slapped before. I'm talking about that. It was right before I was about to travel to Georgia, thinking that I'm gonna be doing this show with Shaq, right? And I'm getting a call from a legal team. So yeah, hey, if y'all got information, if anybody had talked to Ryan, he gave you some information, and Kendi put out that, hey, it's going to be announced, I'm not touching it. If you want to put that out, you go right ahead. I'm not touching it. So I'm saying to anybody at the team, I don't know nothing, and I don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's that.
I know nothing.
I am just a messenger. I know nothing.
I see nothing.
Hey, bro.
I see nothing.
Because you know what's crazy, bro? It's like doing this stuff, man. Like it's all fun and games until somebody pull your card. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I hate to say that, man. I got my card pulled up in this thing, bro. Like, well, I was gonna be facing legal. Man, I ain't got nothing to get. What you gonna get? Some Invicta watches? Here, I give them all back to you because that's all you getting from me.
I'll be right back. I gotta grab my dinner. I'll be right back.
Are you sharing them? Are you sharing them Twizzlers or what?
Yeah, I'm sharing it with my daughters.
Oh, you better. I don't want to see somebody coming upside your head.
No, I'm sharing them. A big pack.
Man, I'm weak. Oh man, hey. Well, so everybody, welcome in. I got Darren Robinson in here, man. Megazoid, what's going on? Luciano, Collector Invest. I've never seen your name in here before, but thank you for being here. Girl. Boulevard is owned by Citizen Watch Company today. Yes. And here's the crazy thing. Here's the crazy thing is, again, like you were saying, bro, I would love to see where they go with this. And I'm pretty sure, Godfather, like you said, there's still going to be some Invicta collectors are not going to go anywhere from, you know what I'm saying? Like, because we were buying the Battery Daddy, people buying socks and all kind of stuff off a shop. But I believe like every last one of these home shopping networks are really they're transforming to transitioning back to jewelry. Because if you remember, like jewelry was their main thing, you know, all the stuff was just like, okay, we'll talk a little bit about the watches. And Shop, of all of the home shopping networks, just had something special when they had Jay-Z and RJ together.
Well, yeah. I mean, the two of them, you know, especially when they did Power Play and stuff like that, and they had both of them on doing the takeovers. Like during the Power Play, you had both of them. Plus, you know, like Kendi or somebody on there as well. One was running the chat, and you know, they would switch off from time to time and, you know, present the watches. And the chat, you know, you would have over 100 people sitting up there watching. You might have about 30 or 40 people actually in the chat because it was much more interactive. You know, as time went on, the amount of people that was actually listed as watching, you know, 60 to 80 people, but you may have had 15, 20 people actually in the chat, you know, chatting with each other and stuff like that. So, But I mean, like I said, the Invicta collectors are going to be Invicta collectors, and they're going to go to wherever they'll be able to get the information from. So if you know JTV is going to have it, they're going to go there to see what's new, what's coming out, what's available, to see if JTV can live up to whatever hype is being put out there. And you know, so you know, you might have a strong showing on the first show, whenever that is, and you know, people are going to go from there. And if they have a very strong showing, and you know, hey, you know, JTV says, you know what, this is good for us and everything like that. Let's start bringing more in, and you got more people, you know, in the chat. And they open up their phone lines for people to call in, and you know, just like what Shop did when we would call in, give testimony about the watches or whatever watch they were showing and everything like that, which was good for the company, because in that, you know, allow people to realize that we have regular people out there that's buying the watches and, you know, telling us how good it is and everything like that, versus just the host and people that work for the watch company telling us how good it is. Hey, person work for a watch company and any type of company will tell you anything is good just so that they can make their money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's true.
so,
Well, I'll let you know. If I have problems about watches, I'm calling you first. Then I might call you.
hey, listen, there's enough people out.
I call him.
Yeah, there's enough people out there.
Phone is too high, so I can't mess with him, man.
Yeah, you know, there's enough people out there that has good information and everything like that. You know, can help everybody out when it comes to watches and movements and stuff. You know, and it all depends on what you're looking for. Now, if you talk to somebody and they pressure you into buying something, okay, that's not really good, because, you know, you're on the fence and they're going to try to push you over the fence. It was good for them, but it might not be good for you, and that's why you're on the fence. So all they need to do is give you the information, allow you to make an informed decision as to what you want to do, and then you'll be happy with whatever choice you make. Okay, and you're not coming around blaming anybody. I'm not going to push anybody over the fence, you know, unless it's, you know, to get them out of the way so I can get that $100 that's on the other side. You know?
Well, you know, Godfather, we kid around with Trap and call him the biggest enabler in the country.
Yeah.
You know, he made me telling you maybe this is good, that is good, but you know what? It all comes down to what your mind tells you to do.
That's it, you know, and we all have ways of doing what we do, and you know, my biggest go-to statement is, you know, if it smacks me in the face, I'm gonna get it.
Right.
And that's what I tell other people. If the watch smacks you in the face, get it. Yeah, so.
And that's true. That's true. You know, so I mean, I don't think with this whole transition thing, man, it could be a good or bad thing. Invicta's still gonna sell regardless wherever they go.
Right.
I was looking at this completely different. Now I'm looking at the comments that you guys have, and once you get the information, you know what I'm saying, all of us or some of us have developed relationships with people that work at ShopHQ, people that, you know, work within the organization. You may have the number, and you, like, I've talked to a number of these people and stuff like that. I'm getting real world information over here, but we'll talk about that later, Godfather. So I know that, like, we all get information and we want to be in the now. You know what I'm saying? That was one thing about Invicta that I love, and I go back to the day when I started this channel. It was really because you guys, like, the embracement of how you guys, you know, like, you took care of people. You invited people in. Some of you guys sent watches out, like, because I personally, I was like, I knew about Swiss made watches, but it didn't really resonate until I got into Invicta. And one of the guys that got me into, come on, man. This dude, I was like, okay, I got to get a value. This dude, hey, listen, man. I was not going to stop until I got me an authentic Swiss made someone. That's your
That's what I'm wearing now. Sub one.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Come on, you. Muhammad is another one, man. There's a couple other people, man. Mark Hines, he was the one that really got me like in love with diamond watches, you know what I'm saying, with Invicta. So there's been so many.
I don't see him. He doesn't post. Mark hasn't posted in like a year on Invicta.
Yeah.
Yep. He hasn't posted over a year. I'm not even sure if he buys them anymore because usually when he gets one, but it's been a year since he posted. Over a year.
He don't buy like he used to, but he still buys.
Because he got all of them.
I know Mark.
Ain't nothing left to buy, right?
Ain't nothing left to buy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's still around. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
He's still around.
Let's see. Okay, all right.
You know you got to be what? You know who Barry up in Boston, Barry Feinstein up in Boston. He's posting heavy on and he just started on INOC, you know, the night INOC thing, but he's post Barry, boy. Oof. I see some of his stuff and I want to throw
his collection is ridiculous. He has a very nice collection.
I want to throw my collection away when I see some of his stuff, man.
Okay.
I'm serious. He's a rough man. But you know what? He doesn't flaunt it either.
Yeah, Barry's got nice. He's got a lot of the good stuff too. He's new and old. He's got a lot of nice stuff.
Okay, so this is like a real text I just got. They're going to announce what's going to happen. They already said, hey, yeah, Invicta's going to JTV, but they want to make the announcement. So I'm not going to do it on my channel.
Who wants to make the announcement?
They're going to make the announcement. I believe JTV is going to make the announcement, if I'm reading this right. So I'm not going to do it because I'm looking at the text right now because guess what? There's members of ShopHQ that watch the show. You know what I'm saying? So and they got my number. So I know how far I can go. And I'm drawing back off this one. They want to make an announcement. I'm not making no official announcement. So
what else? What else is there to say? Invicta Watch already stated that they're going to JTV.
Let me say this.
There's other details. There's other details behind it, but so I'm gonna let them make their own announcement.
If you follow all the groups on Facebook today, they're all saying the same thing. Invicta's going to JTV. They're not sure when. So
from what I read, the first show was going to be August 30th, and I think the last show on ShopHQ is the 27th thereabouts.
Yep. That's what that says. Yep.
But I know, like you said, Invictaholics and all the other groups, that are on Facebook, they were saying it's going, but they didn't at that time. Maybe they got something now. That time earlier today, they didn't know exactly when. They said more to come. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, there's, and I'm pretty sure they want to give some more details. Now I do know that they didn't want to roll it out like that, but you know what's crazy? Invicta has been good at doing this as long as I've been a collector with the cruises. You know what I'm saying? They'll say, "Hey, we'll do this," but they'll execute something completely different. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When it came to doing those shows, like if you were a host for a like the Invicta stores out in Yonkers or Times Square, they'll say one thing, but then like some people don't know what's going on, so it's up to you to figure it out once you get there. You know what I'm saying? So that's always been their MO, man. So who knows? Like I said, I'll let them finish telling what they want to tell, how they want to announce it. You know what I'm saying? I give them that respect. I believe my thing is, now there was some information. Now I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna let that person say this. There was some information that just got put in my chat that somebody put in there that is completely false, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. And this is coming from the horse's mouth. So again, that's why I say I don't want to speak on something I don't know much about. You know what I'm saying? Because I heard about Invicta possibly going. Now the word I got a minute ago, and it wasn't a month, it wasn't a few months back. I got this information 2 weeks ago. Like, yo, there's a possibility that Invicta's going to be leaving. I thought, like, I was speculating. I said, man, what's going on with Shop? So I'm gonna tell you guys what I thought. And this was like early this year. I was like, man, hey man, what is Shop doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking at the shows. The shows are spaced out. They keep showing the same watches. I was like, man, what are they doing, bro?
That's another thing. If they're going to go to Jewelry TV and like still show the same watches, and nothing. I understand you can't put out something new all the time, but for me, if it's going to be the same old watches, then I'm not even going. I won't tune in for long.
Mm. Now, I'm gonna ask you this, come on, and some of my veterans, and you know what, Joe and Jerry, you guys been watching it long enough. Do you guys think that there's going to be a transference, right, of that, like that Invicta family, if you will? Do you think there'll be a transference of that to JTV, or do you think this is going to have to be like rebuilt?
It may have to be rebuilt, but I think as far as like the family thing goes, I mean, I think enthusiasm for Invicta has waned a lot over the past 2 years. And I don't think people are just as enthusiastic. I mean, you look at some of the people who you used to see post a lot and post their Invictas a lot. Some of the couples that will post their Invictas a lot don't post anymore. Some of the guys don't even buy the watches anymore. They don't even buy Invicta anymore. And so I think some of the enthusiasm has waned with Invicta.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, the last month, and I Trap's gonna get on my case about it, but in the last month, I've bought more Aragons than I bought Invicta. Seriously.
That's when I knew that Shop was dead. That's when I knew Shop was dead. And see that? No, see, here's my deal. This is why I said it would make sense for Aragon if they could work a deal out with Wing to come. He will be that replacement, because I believe Shop actually need one of those. Unless it's going to be like Nubeo, because Nubeo has that same polarizing look to it. It just doesn't have the legs like Invicta has. You know what I'm saying? Like, Invicta's too deep, bro. Like, I mean, what was it? Some of the shows that we used to Power Play. You said the Godfather Power Play. Bro, we was on it. That was like watching football. You know what I'm saying? Football, you know what I'm saying? And see the games and whatnot. And then you will get straight into Shop. And in some cases, we're watching Shop because we got a late game. Those 7 o'clock games, we're looking at the game and watching Shop at the same time. And we're telling the scores in the chat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I think if people are going to jump over there and try it, and if they like the format, they'll stick with it.
You said Wayne like YouTube better.
Yeah, he probably does, because with YouTube, he probably reaches just a large an audience as he would on ShopHQ, and he doesn't have to catch a flight from Florida to Minnesota and back.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to give it a try, see what happens.
Perry, okay.
Yeah, I'm certainly going to watch when they go to Jewelry TV. I'm going to watch the first show. I'm going to see what it's about. If it's a bunch of $120 watches, I'm not going to be tuning in for long.
Well, you know what? I'll shoot them an email. I'm like, hey man, your first show should be nothing but Val Jews, man.
See, I'm not. I'll take it. You know what I mean? I don't expect that, obviously, and that's not realistic to expect. But
right.
But
can't afford.
Have a little more variety. I don't want to see a clearance show on their first show.
No.
You understand what I'm saying?
And I'm pretty sure that the value, the 7750s that they Invicta received, that they put in some watches that they showed out on Shop. I'm pretty sure they still have some of those movements to put in probably newer models that they all show on JTV. Maybe not in the very beginning, but I guess they want to see what kind of crowd that they can draw, and then start putting the stuff on it. But I'm pretty sure, and I'm hoping that Invicta will come out with newer models. I mean, I know they got the 8, ShopHQ Norma 8, that they'll probably, that might be on the first show. Who knows, so.
Oh,
Yeah, gone, DJ.
anybody know? Does anybody know? Does JTV do a live chat on YouTube? Does anybody know that?
They do have the chat capabilities. I went on YouTube, subscribed to their channel and everything like that, but the chat was not active at the time that I was on there. And
Okay.
it even had on there chat inactive. So it's a very good possibility that maybe they are in preparations for Invicta to come on over and have the chat, or maybe they just put the chat on during certain shows that they have, and at the particular time that I looked, it was inactive.
I honestly believe, like, my personal opinion, I honestly believe that, like, they're going to knock it out the park. You know what I'm saying? Like, the first few shows, because, like, yeah, ShopHQ, the inventory was stale. Like, I was sitting there looking, I'm like, man, bro, like, I'm talking about for hour after hour after hour, and I felt bad for the host having to keep talking about the same watch every hour. At the top of the hour, we got something special for y'all. And then when you hear never seen before, and we're like,
like, okay, you must be a new host if you haven't seen this before.
You've never seen it before, but we've seen this since 2017. Quit playing with us. Oh my gosh. What's up? Robert Wood is in the building, man. Thank you for being in here. Are we going to have the same? Now, they do have stretch pay for 6. I seen this. It's 6 months. They do have the same thing for 6 months, bro. So all I'm gonna say is, like, the only difference now is they don't have the chat activated. That's it.
Right.
Other than that,
right. That's about the only thing that I know right now. Chat is not active. Like I said, they do have it on YouTube. They do have you can subscribe. You can see the live on YouTube and everything like that. So, we'll just go over and see. And I saw Get Rich was up in here. Hey, Get Rich. Hey, man, if I get hold of some dry ice, man, I'll send you a plate on Labor Day. Okay.
Okay, so JTV has a chat through Facebook.
Okay.
So I'm getting this real time. They have a chat through Facebook. So if you Richard, also Mr. Invicta is in the chat, y'all. Mr. Invicta, what's going on, bro? Hope everything is going good, man.
How you doing, buddy?
Can't wait to cruise with you, bro. The interview, man. The interview that I've been waiting on this interview too. Yeah, I can't wait for this, bro. That's gonna be one of the first things I do, man, when I get interview. All right, hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna put it in the chat. I'll put this in the chat. Hold on for a second, y'all. Oh, let me see. Captain Photon. Hold on. What did you saying?
They're giving away their last 2824 at Shop. Is that what it is? The last editors. And I have another question. I don't know if anyone knows this. Invicta used to use Solita movements, the SW200 and 500, and I haven't seen them with a watch with the SW500 in quite some time. Anybody know why they stopped using that movement in their watches?
I do know that it's been a back order of those movements, because year before last, a year and a half ago, they had a tornado.
A tornado, right? Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
They did have a number of this, like, I guess some of the movements were wrecked, but it was the actual equipment that made the movements. Like, I guess so there was a back order. There was a lot of companies that was like, okay, we need Solita 500s, and I guess that's where it hit on that part of the factory. So that's probably one of the reasons why they will give to I guess their biggest account before they give to anybody else. So, but they should be good now. Like, they have been running. They didn't rebuild that thing, so I don't know.
Yeah, that is Solita 500, man. That's a I got quite a few watches that have that movement in it. So I got that, and of course the 200. So
Of course, you was there when they was making it, bro.
Oh,
You probably gave him the idea to do it.
he gave him a diagram. Trap.
Yes, sir.
He trapped. Godfather gave him a diagram for that watch movement.
Hey, I believe it. He's been man. This man has been collecting Invicta longer than I thought about watches. Dang near. So yeah, man, I ain't mess with Godfather at all.
That's why I said when I see him, you better put a ring on so I can kiss it.
Hey, hold on. Okay, $199 for ETA 2824 giveaway. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Godfather. Yep. That's why they call you Godfather.
Okay, yeah. Dang, gotta go to do my Instagram. You gotta do your Instagram. I feel you. Hey, and Beamer, man, you put out some great watches online, man. Dude, I'm gonna say, like, the guys that's killing it the most, man, when they post stuff, man. Come on, you always killing it. Beamer, you killing it with watches, man. And daggone, get rich. Get rich. I'm like, I don't even want to post no more, bro. Like,
hey, Joe, hey, wait a minute. Joe, don't forget about Joe sliding stuff in there too.
Joe
man.
is the wrist roll killer out here.
I'm
bro.
telling you, don't let Joe get in there, man. I said, oh my goodness, it'd be rolling across. I said, look at this rolling across the screen. I said, oh no. I said,
hey, that's just like Kimon. When Kimon sits up there and posts his picture, like I said, look, I already know Kimon has his little armrest and his camera on the tripod. It doesn't move. Okay, he'll throw on a shirt, throw his watch on there, put his arm in that spot, hit the button, perfect picture, keeps right on moving. You know?
Says the guy with his old personal photographer. He got his own studio.
oh, now.
hey, my own personal look. That's called a tripod and a green screen. Okay.
Oh, is that what that is? Okay.
Some of us don't have that.
All the pictures I take of myself, I take them myself. I don't go to anybody. I sit up here in my.
No, you don't go to anybody. They come to you.
They come to you because you're the father.
Hey, they definitely come to me at Christmas time. That's the reason why I let the beard and stuff grow during that time, because they want a picture with Santa, like all my grandkids and nieces and nephews. You know, they're like,
you see your photos. I was like, oh, this guy got a whole entire background.
Yeah,
he got a stage. He got a whole scene over there, and it's a different scene every time.
put suit on and stuff like that. Keep on, he be coming out.
Hey, yeah, look.
And he got the pose. He got his hand on his knee and whatnot. Yeah, I was like, he's got a photographer doing that.
You're like, come on, you're like, this guy's a movie star.
And do the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to be different, you know, and I want people just to see
Mission accomplished.
You know, me as me is like, you know, instead of like, okay, yeah, you know, who is Godfather? Okay, well, this is Godfather. This is who I am. And because taking pictures is my hobby, and I've been doing it for over 60 years and love what I do, I said, well, you know what? Let me do something different. I mean, because I used to, in the very beginning of Instagram and stuff like that, post the watch. Let me take a picture of the watch. And, you know, got the front, the back, the side. Let me just post a picture of the watch. Everybody was doing that. So I'm going to do something different. So that's when I started posting pictures where the watch would be in color, but then, I would be
black and white. Yeah, I remember that.
You know, and then I said, you know what? A lot of my family members were like, well, let's see the color pictures. So I was sending them the color pictures and stuff. And they were like, oh, yeah, the color one looks better. They liked that the way it was done up. So then that's when I said, you know what? Fine, I'll just start posting the color pictures up there. And then I was making my own backgrounds, actually, because I got a program that allows me to, make the backgrounds. And I said, you know what? I want things to be a little different. So for Father's Day, I want a Father's Day background. For Mother's Day, I want a Mother's Day background. So I started getting those backgrounds and just taking my pictures using my green screen. And then I get on the computer and do what I need to do and fix everything up. And, I choose a watch that I'm going to say, okay, which watch am I going to do for Mother's Day, Father's Day, Easter? So
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day. Let me pick out a
Groundhog's Day.
watch.
Groundhog's Day.
Yeah, you know, and so I will pick out a watch, you know, and then I figure out what I'm going to wear. But it's like,
Yeah,
you
I was
know,
about to get to that.
yeah.
This suit, that
My wrist shots is only a shirt and a watch. I see your entire wardrobe. The shoes, the socks, got to coordinate.
Got to coordinate, you
Yeah.
know. And the thing is, though, my background's like, you know, for all of next year, for New Year's, and you know, Christmas and everything like that. I search for my backgrounds and everything like that more than a year in advance because something new might come out. Oh, let me grab that one. Let me grab that one. So after I take the pictures, then I'm sitting on the computer and I might be going through 50 backgrounds and I might load up 5, 6, 7 backgrounds behind the picture just to see which one looks better, and then go with that one.
So a lot goes into it, and it looks like a lot goes into it when the final result comes out.
But it's something that I enjoy doing. Like I said, photography is my hobby, and people would say, "Well, why don't you do it, you know, as a job, as a business?" No, because once it becomes a business, it's no longer fun.
It's no longer fun. Yeah,
because they're not relying on that for income.
Right.
I'd rather just sit up there and
do it for fun.
And I do have people come to me to do weddings and stuff like that, and I do charge them. So no, I'm not out there giving free photography work and stuff like that, you know. But I'm not charging them an arm and a leg like some of these other places. But just enjoy it because it's something I enjoy doing. And if you're family, you know, you get the family discount. If you heard and came to me because somebody in the family, you know, recommended me and stuff like that, we're going to sit down, we're going to discuss what you want. I'm going to give you my price and you can either say yay or nay. You know, it's simple. It's not going to hurt me because, again, it's not a business.
Yeah.
So
he's got all those pictures like that, and I can't even get a good Lume shot without having it be blurry.
You must have an Apple phone.
damn.
No. I got an Apple phone, and I can get my Lume just right.
I have an Apple phone, yes.
Hey,
There's your problem.
Here's the best way to take a Lume shot, okay? And it doesn't matter what camera you have. The best way to take a Lume shot is once you got it just right, you got a nice bright Lume, you're in a dark area, shoot a video.
Yes.
Okay? Shoot the video and then go through the video frame by frame till you get the right one that you want to be able to post.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for the advice.
Right.
And look, man, look, you getting expert advice, man. That's what.
Where's Brown? Where do you see my next wrist shot?
That's why I just said thanks for the advice.
Look. I mean, that's what I do. You know, I would turn around and you always do a video because number one, you're in the dark and you're trying to hold your phone steady with one hand while holding the watch with the other hand.
Yeah.
And you're breathing, so everything is moving. So the best thing to do is just you're in the dark area, shoot it as a video, then frame by frame. So here's the perfect shot, nice, crisp, and clear. And then do a little bit of post-processing as far as sharpening it up a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, on your phone, and you're good. Don't do too much sharpening on the phone because then it'll be all pixelated, you know.
Yeah.
But that's funny you just said that. You're breathing and everything. I'm trying to take a friggin' picture and I'm holding my breath because I'm freaking moving, you know. Crazy.
Captain Photon, you know what?
He
Anybody
ain't lying.
watching right now, which I know you are, that would be lovely 2025 if you went to like the X1 Lume or something like that, like some super luminova, it's like some crazy Lume.
But you know what? Most of the people that are buying Invicta now don't give two you know what's about Lume.
Correct.
True.
Same as they don't care about movement.
Yeah.
So Invicta's not going to give us a better Lume and pay more for it, and when people aren't asking for it, they don't even care about Lume.
Right.
That is
Me,
true.
I like the Lume because, you know, there'll be times I'll be sitting up here in the dark and I'll be like, you know, hey, my watch ain't shining. Let me grab my flashlight here, pop it on there. So, yeah, looks good, you know. But
I do the same thing.
There are other people that they really don't care because they're not looking at their watch the way we do. We appreciate all the ins and outs, the nooks and crannies of the watch and stuff like that. We pay more attention to the little things than we do the big things.
Yeah, I think a lot of folks nowadays care more about getting a watch that matches their sneakers or something like that. You know, they don't care about Lume. Lume is and movement and stuff like that, and crystal, and stuff like that is just not important to them. And so Invicta isn't gonna Thank you, Richard. So Invicta isn't gonna come out with it.
Yeah.
I love having
smile.
What's up, Dickerson?
Yeah, I love having Lume on my watches.
Yeah.
That's why I like the tritium tube so much, because you don't have to worry about it.
Tubes are nice. I mean, now my military watch that I was given to me in 1973 when I joined the military had the tritium tubes on there. Okay, and that sucker loomed from the time I got it to about almost 8 years after I retired. And I was in for almost 23 years. So that room lasted for like 30 years on it.
Yeah. I have a couple of Long Island watches, and it's just a matter of going outside and being outside in the sun for a few minutes, and I'll come back inside and I can see the Long Island watches glowing, the aluminum watch glowing.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And I was like, and that's like every time. I mean, every time. And I'm like, yeah, I got this is good Lume right here.
Yeah.
Like you said, like, you don't have to put a light to it or nothing. It's just the sunlight outside, and that's how you know good Lume is good.
Yeah.
This is JFK.
It makes the watch look different. You know, the Lume gives the watch a different and unique look every time. So.
But what's crazy is like those older Invicta, man. The matter of fact, so like this is an older one I got, the 7750. The Lume on this thing, man, is crazy. Like it shines a lot brighter than the rest of my like any other Invicta. But that's like a 2006, 2007 model.
Mm-hmm.
The Lume was a lot different then. You know what I'm saying? And that one glows blue, which I like. I like that one. It glows that.
I got a few 7750s where the Lume is blue, and even on the bezel itself, the numbers that Lume are blue. That's like very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. The Pro Diver blue was nice. Oh yeah, man. And again, going back to that, like a lot of my collection was kind of derived from you guys, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Like just looking at a collection of you. Godfather, I was inspired by some of your stuff that you had in your collection. I was like, oh, that's nice. Let me try that out. Especially when I came to your house, there were some watches that I didn't know if I would like that you had, and like you let me try it on. I was like, oh, I can get, and I end up like, let me see if I can find this watch still, and end up buying a couple. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing that, as far as like them moving to JTV, and again, I don't know if they will do a online chat. If not, I mean, I've looked at ShopHQ through Facebook or through their actual page.
Right.
Now, you can't chat, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess you're going to chat, from what I got, you could chat through the Facebook, but I don't know if you went to JTV's actual website, if you can chat through that.
Right.
Thank you, Trap. It was fun on Insta for sure. Oh man, no problem, bro. No problem. You Beamer got a phenomenal collection. What are you at, 749 or something like that, bro? Like his collection is sick, bro. Sick. It's sick, bro.
I must be the baby of the group, man.
I'm the baby,
bro.
I have two pieces.
No, I'm not. Look, Jay Jones, man. Look, you have two pieces, one on each arm right now, right? But you got about 1,000 watches sitting in the room behind you. So,
Trap, not to change the subject, but how are we doing on the raffle thing?
Right now we're at $410 for the raffle. $410. So we're moving along. Hey, man, yesterday, I absolutely enjoy what you guys done. You know what I'm saying? Because so JR goes to my church, right? And I know when he came back from Afghanistan, I had already finished my deployment, my second deployment. He came back, I think, after I did, and he was giving his story and testimony. But then, like what our church does is they'll allow us to go up and explain certain things. So I did a lesson on what we call daisy chaining, right? And it's something that, you know, they were doing over there with explosives. And I just put it in the form of how a daisy chain can like ruin your life. You know what I'm saying? Not saying you're going to get blown up, but like I just used that analogy. Okay. I said okay like he can hear me. You guys, you know, when I got like when we were done talking, man, he was just so surprised and just like it was heartfelt that you guys were asking questions, you were engaged. He was like, man, bro, he said I didn't know what to expect doing this live. And I said, bro, I just go for it. I said, because I didn't want to prep you for nothing. I just wanted to get in and ask you certain questions or talk to you, but I wanted you to share your story with people here because y'all know I love talking about watches, man, but like the people behind it. This whole show exists because other people. If it wasn't for Tony Wold just having a discussion with me saying, yo, bro, you should go ahead and do that. Mm-hmm. This is therapeutic for me because I was trying to find my way. I was damaged. Before I started doing YouTube, I was mad at the world. I hated being around people. I couldn't be around large crowds, man. I hated Golden Corral like crazy. I got put out of Golden Corral too. True story. I just couldn't do it, man. It was too many people. It was people picking food out the thing, and I would say something about it, and you know I mess around and get locked up or something. So this has been a outlet for me, and I've met so many amazing people. And I hate to pick on this guy, but I remember when I first met Kimon, bro. Like we always crack jokes about, like, man, your smile is perfect until you meet him in real life, dude. And he's a solid dude. I said, man, I would so hate to piss him off.
That was a fun event there. I'll never forget that one. That was a really, really, really good event in Yonkers. That event was in. I really had fun at that event. Yep.
Yeah, because you smiled the whole. I got pictures, bro. You smiled the whole time. Bro.
Yeah, meeting everybody. I met you for the first time there. I met Vic for the first time there. I met John and Christy for the first time there. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to figure who else I met. And Tamika, I met her for the first time there too. I can't remember who else it was I met for the first time there, but that was fun. That was a really good get together event we had there. That was nice. That was fun. I really enjoyed that.
I met you.
I missed those things too.
The first time I met you, I remember the first time I met Trap. I remember when, like I said, John and his lady, and Richard Oso and his lady, and I remember the first time I met all you guys. It was like we were family before we even became known to each other, man. That's what this thing was all about, man.
Yeah.
That happened. Yeah. We became family the first time we met each other in person. And the guys with the chat now with Godfather and Joe and everybody. But just to meet you guys in person was, whew, it was like, wow.
That was amazing, bro. That was definitely. I enjoyed it. And come on, I do agree. I wish we could like get back to that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And not,
those would be fun. That would be fun. I mean, the nearest one to me now is hey Jerry, is the one in Queens Mall still open?
I don't know about the Queens. Yonkers is still open. The Queens, I don't know for sure. Mm-hmm. That's like someone like Oso or somebody like that, you know, who's out that way.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up when I get off of here. But it's either the one in Queens or the one in Yonkers is the nearest one. Times Square was a little closer.
Yeah,
they closed that one down.
I don't understand. I guess because of the rent and stuff. But Times Square was the place to go, man.
Yeah, it was the rent. Yeah, it was the rent's crazy, and if you're not selling the watches, if you can't pay the rent, it's business. It happens.
You in New York, Kimon?
Are
you in New York? Is that where you live?
New Jersey.
In Jersey.
I'm in New Jersey. I'm in Essex County, New Jersey, but like I could go like right up the street and then look down the street and see the New York skyline. It only take me about 20 minutes to get to New York from where I'm at.
I got you. Yep.
So yeah, and the thing about that, I believe they ran into trouble with that, bro, is the difference in price, bro. So you got Invicta stores, and like for instance, like a Pro Diver is $585. That same Pro Diver is $85 on InvictaStores.com, and people start figuring that out. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, yo, everybody and their mama's online now. So, bro, like, what are you doing to people? So I knew that for a fact, bro, because they filed bankruptcy in 2019 before that last cruise we went on. They filed bankruptcy. Oh, snaps. Wait a minute. Hold up. Hold the phone, bro. I know, man. I've seen the ghost. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Generation Next is going to proudly present to you a man that loves his X-Wings. Please welcome to the stage.
Oh,
Hey,
Mr. Gandy.
What's up, John?
I heard a few things. What's up, Kevin Nash, Godfather? I'll get to you, Jerry, in a minute, Jerry. I'll get to you in a minute. I heard a lot of Johns being thrown around here, but I didn't hear my name come out when you said you were meeting some Johns. You didn't meet. You met me.
Oh, that was no. I met you in Yonkers. I thought I met you the first time. I thought it was in New York City in Times Square.
Who's that? Gangy?
Yeah, that's where I met him at the first time.
I don't know. I don't even know John Gangy. Who do I know him? I don't even.
Thank
John
God,
Gangy. Who the hell is he? I mean, excuse me, guys. Hey, wait a minute. It's 9:26. I can say help.
There you go. After 9. It's after 9 o'clock. Anything can happen.
I love John Gangy, boy. John Gangy.
What's up, Scotty? What's up, fellas?
John, how are you?
Man.
I have a golfer's tan.
Okay.
Yeesh.
From landscaping. I'm tired, man. Trav called me last week, and oh my God, I was cutting lawns. I ended up cutting lawns till like 8 o'clock that night, and then what day did you call me, Trav? Friday or Saturday? I don't even know.
It was one of them days, bro.
Well, Friday I was cutting lawns till like 8 o'clock at night, and Saturday I was cutting till 7 because we had all this rain up here. So.
Oh, please.
I mean, Kimona, Jerry, and I'm sure Joe had plenty of rain his way too, right?
Yeah.
And Godfather probably had plenty of heat. I don't know what's going on in Trapswood, but we just have nothing but heat and water running around here. So finally a nice week of sun. Finally.
Well, that last rainstorm killed Maryland all the way up the coast, man. Oh, please, John. Oof.
Yeah, no one cares about Maryland. Not really.
I do.
And he said, does Invicta regulate the 7750 anymore?
I have no idea.
Well, the one
I'm sure if they did, they'd say it, because I mean, anything that is a plus for selling a watch, they're going to say it.
Yeah. You have to regulate it yourself, bro. Void your warranty as soon as you get it.
Yeah. Does that really matter? Because the warranty is, to be honest with you, the warranty is almost useless, man. Almost everything. Now, honestly, not to rag on it, but almost every single day there's a complaint on Facebook about someone that gets a watch and that needs service, but they don't want to send that they just got the watch and it's broke. The chronograph is messed up. The hands that fell off the watch or something like that. Yeah. And Invicta wants to charge them a certain amount to bring it in, to send it in. Mm-hmm. And even when you do send it in, you know, it's almost like they look for reasons not to honor their warranty. You know, when there's something wrong with the movement, clearly there's something wrong with the inside of the movement. They will accuse people of dropping it, banging it against the wall or something like that in order to not honor the warranty, which I think is pretty shaky, seeing as how many watches they sell, you know?
Yeah, I experienced the same thing.
You experienced the same thing, you say? Mm-hmm. Really?
It took me a lot of arguing to get them to fix the watch for nothing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So that's why, you know, warranty.
Almost a year they had my watch. and I refused to pay to have it fixed because it was shipped to me with the hand falling off of it. You know?
Yeah, there's no reason for that. There's no reason for them to have your watch an entire
I
year.
immediately shipped it to them, and I had proof of when I got it.
It's a dip for me.
Like, then they
Well,
were arguing.
I know this, bro. Just the circles I've been rolling in, man. It gives you a different perspective. And I know some people have had questions about my current content, right? But I will say this. I've been around like micro brands and some big store brands that when it comes to
come on, share some.
Hey, Jay Jones, you close to him going over there. Was you about 30 minutes from him?
Maybe about 40.
40, okay.
Now you about an hour away, bro.
Not the way I drive.
You don't need to be driving in, bro.
All right, 2 hours.
Plus, he's got a badge. Actually, you both got badges, right? Oh.
Come on.
Mine is real.
Tired.
Oh man.
Come on.
I'm just messing with you, Jay. You know I love you, brother.
Army tired.
Oh my God.
Trap.
Oh, that was good.
Let me get it out, Trap. Don't let me pull it out, Trap.
Whoa.
Wait a minute, why you coming for me?
We still talking about badges?
He's afraid of badges.
You abusive, man.
Badges? We don't need no
badges.
badges.
Hashtag fake badge, man. Get out of here, man.
We don't need no badges.
All we did is laugh because we thought it was funny. What are you going after Trap for? You didn't say it.
No, man. Come on, I called you out, man.
Hey, Kimon knows.
Yeah, you abusive
I'm about
cop.
Kimon. He knows.
You know what? I'm back on your head, bro. You abusive, man. You abuse your power. They forced you into retirement.
See, what the thing is that Kimon is the best at lighting the fires, and then everybody else gets blown up.
And I just leave the chat, right?
There you go. Healthy. Healthy like that, man. He lights all the fires and watches everybody else burn.
The moon throws the grenade, and as it's blown up, he does a slow movie walk away from everything, puts his glasses on, he's cool. While everything else behind him is just blown up.
Man. Kimon got collateral damage on his backpack, bro.
That's kind of like the unit I used to be in. We'll go to a scene, and we like cause all hell, and then I had the patrol officers come and take the reports, and then we just leave.
Oh man, bro, that's crazy. That's crazy. So
about that, Kimon.
John, gang.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for being a part of the chat tonight. I don't know. I know you work a lot, so I don't know if you heard the news that ShopHQ just lost Invicta. They're going to JTV. They lost Kendi last month, a month before last. She's already over there.
Yeah.
And now there's going to be a gaping hole over there at Shop, but we got word that they have a few more brands that's coming. And I'm looking at the word coming back, right? So it's obvious that there's a clue there. So there had to be something that we know of that's going to get the people regarding attention. That's why I said I wouldn't be surprised if Aragon came over there as well. I mean, because if Invicta's not in the play,
1 second, be right back.
Okay, Wing has the run of the show, bro. Like, I mean,
yeah,
he got a huge following already.
I like JTV.
You like JTV?
Yeah.
They have a larger following than Shop does. So
I don't know about their following. I just when I had cable, I like JTV. So I don't know where to find them now, but I did enjoy JTV when they were on cable. I used to watch it a lot.
You can find them on YouTube.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
Prep, do you think that Wing puts out enough different versions of his watches to have ShopHQ want him to be there?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, you think so?
Oh yeah.
Are you kidding? Yeah, Joe.
Yeah. He has a great amount of watches, man. Because I mean, you know what? Somebody, so Skylar was live earlier today, and somebody asked him about tourbillons, right? And it's funny that when you,
Did you see the price he's selling those for?
Yeah, and that's, you know what, you can't find a tourbillon piece better than that. And his tourbillon, and I'm gonna say this because I've actually saw like the comparison in the way that the watch moves. Invicta's tourbillon versus Wayne's tourbillons, he do regulate his a lot better than Invicta, because Invicta's like they'll just put theirs in, like you just getting the tourbillon based on whatever is no tuning. They're not tuning that thing because it doesn't run as well as Wings. You know what I'm saying? Because on my tourbillon, I was getting 48 seconds per day fast. You know what I'm saying? So who we lose?
Who else?
Okay, what did you
do? Jerry's jumping around.
I'm not
moving. Nightcrawler.
Hey, listen, I think he mad. He mad about that come on statement. Here, I'm getting away from this guy. I'm going over here.
I'm gonna go next to John.
You said you don't think he has enough?
Who's this?
Felix said he don't think he has enough.
I don't mean, already made stuff. I mean new stuff every year. Is what I'm asking.
Now it depends on how, like if he's doing the show like one show a week, I think he's fine.
Okay.
I believe he's fine.
Who's this we're talking about?
Wing.
From Aragon.
So, well, Richard says Aragon's coming back to shop. Maybe I missed that when I left.
Aragon is coming back to shop. So he would know. There we go. I don't know.
All right, Richard. Spill the beans. Who else is coming back?
Yeah, right. He said spill the beans.
Yeah, let us tell us.
Just bring me back some Heather somewhere. I don't care where she is.
She's gone.
Fine, please. Good Lord.
Heather's over on the Home Shopping Network with Beekman Brothers.
Ooh.
John's gotta go check it out.
Maybe I need it back. Maybe
comes
I
on
need something.
The Beekman Brothers.
Oh, all right, the Beekman Brothers.
Yeah.
So,
guys,
I'm looking at.
Yep.
So Wayne has 20 categories of watches. He got 20.
You gotta stay moisturized, Godfather. You gotta stay moisturized.
Gotta stay moisturized. There you go.
I mean, I keep telling Trap about his hands, but you know.
I don't listen. Leave my hands alone.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Right, that's what I'm talking about. New stuff, different styles on a consistent basis. I mean, here's the deal. How hard is it for Wayne to actually do that? If he was on Shop back in the day,
yeah.
I mean, and this dude, he has increased. He has more of a collection now than he did back then. So I don't see what it's like. If he comes to Shop, I'm pretty sure he got enough to satisfy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And he'll bring his following with him. So.
And then there's too. For anybody that got a question, for y'all that tuned in to Shop for the past few months, y'all been watching the same watches all the time. So that shouldn't even be a question. You just tune in and enjoy. That's all I'm gonna tell you. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Now he got some heaters in here though. He got different colorways, man. And I'm pretty sure he still got some of that old stock that he hadn't sold off yet.
Mm-hmm.
He still got some Val Juice pieces, but he was like, bro, he was asking like $3,000 for them suckers. I'm like, I'll pass on that one, baby.
Okay. However, I respect the fact that he keeps his prices.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where Invicta, I mean, I just got another text today with Invicta. There wasn't one watch under or over like $60. They were all on sale for like $49 or $59.
Yeah.
Most likely
killing me.
Won't do 3-hour blocks. And that's true. That's true. I mean, because that does play a major part. I mean, you know what? Wayne he can come back and do power play 2 hours. He can make his own power play, do a Sunday evening and keep it moving.
Yeah.
We shall see, right?
So Captain Photon says Wing doesn't make enough of the watches, in his opinion. Quality over quantity with Wing.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to make a whole lot of watches because the watches that he come out with are pretty nice.
Yep.
You know, it's not just like throwing anything against the wall and hoping it sticks. You know, the watches he comes out with are really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Now come on, don't no watch company do that, bro. Don't no watch company just come out with watches and throwing them up there and just hoping they get a Picasso. Come on, bro.
Okay.
You officer of the law, bro. Tell the truth.
Nah.
Tell the truth. Yeah. Look, Simone is right. Okay. A lot of companies, not just watch companies, a lot of companies making a lot. And they build into their budget and everything like that a failure rate on a lot.
Yep.
You know, they say, you know what? We're going to build 100 watches. We're going to plan on 50 of them being good. So we're going to make sure we make our money off of 50. But we'll make 100, throw it out there, make the money off of 50. We got 50 bad ones already. We don't care. We made our money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all companies do that. They build in a failure rate into their operations of whatever they put out. So, you know, I'm pretty sure, Invicta does the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, you know.
Yeah,
now, that's not wrong. Okay.
No, it's not wrong if it's making money. If your goal is to make money, yes. But if people are looking at your watches as, well, they're just throwing anything out there to make money, then that kind of hurts your reputation a bit.
Right.
And that's something that Wing doesn't do. You know, whenever I see him presenting the watch, you can tell he put a lot of thought into it, and that a lot went into him creating that watch. It wasn't just about, here, we're just going to put this movement in the watch, we're going to wrap a cable around it, and we're going to make it big as all hell. He's not doing that with his watches, you know.
Right.
But
I agree. I love Aragon watches.
I'll tell you this, and I see where you're coming from. It's like, because there's like this, hey, he don't have enough. I'm gonna tell you, it can work, because when Kendi brought that watch this show, they featured several companies that night. You know what I'm saying? So you can run Aragon's, because Aragon's an independent, right? So if you ran 3 independent companies, you could have brought, like, what was it was one company that Jay-Z was airing. I said it earlier. I can't think of it. Sterling Original.
Yep.
Which I know they still have, right?
My first tourbillon was a Sterling Original.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And they're still making Sterling Original. So if you did Aragon, Sterling Original, and Constantine Weiss in 1 hour, you got a show. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do that once a week, you good to go.
When I first started watching ShopHQ, it was Justin who was presenting the Sterling Original watches before he was with Invicta.
Right.
And that's how I got into him. My first tourbillon was a Sterling Original. I still have it. Beautiful watch too. And I still have it. So yeah.
So you say, man, if you have a number 1 hit, you play it over and over again. You know what? I don't think that applies to everybody. So like Rolex can do that. Rolex, the Submariner. And I do agree with that comment to certain, like, there's certain watch companies that can do that. Certain watch companies can throw something out and they can play it over and over and over. Like, for example, G-Shock, bro. Like, you can just throw a G-Shock up there and people are going to gravitate, because military still wear that, skateboarders wear it, enthusiasts, and just your average, you know what I'm saying, people that's not even watch enthusiasts, they just like, hey, I like to watch, let me get this something.
And you also have a lot of adventurers.
Yeah.
Wear that watch, because it's you know, it's a battle tank. You know, it's made to be, you know, banged around and stuff like that. So therefore, a lot of people will gravitate towards that. You know,
so
and I mean, and the G-Shock been around for a long time, very long time. Yeah, probably when some of you guys were still in diapers, you know, but.
Who says I am not wearing diapers?
Yeah, what do you got against wearing diapers?
Hey,
Hey,
When you're cutting lawns all day, Godfather, they ain't a whole lot of places to stop all the time.
Hey,
Sometimes out here.
I ain't got nothing against David because one day I might be wearing it again. So
There you
ain't
go.
got nothing against diapers and stuff like that. I'm
Going
just
out
saying
the way it came in.
how old some of these these
He
watches
stayed
are and
trapped.
stuff like that, and people think that people will look at some of these watches like the G-Shock and say, "Oh, well, the G-Shock's only been around for about 10 or 15 years." No, that G-Shock has been around for a good 40 years.
good
You
for
know, so.
peace.
I agree with you, Captain Photon. I threw this out to a watch enthusiast. I said, you know what? I think it'd be cool to have a collector's cruise, not so much Invicta, so you won't restrict everybody else, but like just a collector's cruise, and people can bring whatever watches, and like you can put them on display if you like. You know what I'm saying? I think that'd be dope. But the camaraderie, man. The way watches are being showcased on social media right now. You have a number of YouTubers that they sell watches, right? So they'll tell you like these watches amazing, and here, come to my store. You know what I'm saying? Then you got like the Urban Gentry doing this thing. So he just opened me up today to like a whole bunch of people from his hometown. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many people doing watches now, and everybody's sticking to a particular brand. So you got your Omega people, you got your Rolex.
Joe got his G-Shock down there. Look at that.
Yes, sir. See?
That thing is like 20 years old, and I changed the battery once.
Yeah.
Bro, I tell you what, now this is not a G-Shock, but I've shown this watch. This is what I took to Iraq with me. This thing lasts through 2 deployments. this sucker was with. Now, I messed around. Like I said, I had a watch that I shouldn't have had on that day and got blown up, and the watch is toast. But that Casio has been through more bangs. That went through my training, everything. So, but the thing of, I was sharing with one of those representatives over there with the companies. I said, I think it'd be a good idea for you guys to look at how watches are being shown and who's looking at watches. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as the enthusiasts. Mm-hmm. Now, shoot, this one major enthusiast, he shot down the whole idea of Home Shopping Network. He was like, man, do people still do that? Like that's for old folks. You know what I'm saying?
No, it kind of used to be.
Yeah,
in like the 80s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 'Cause I had an aunt who I would tell this story. So I had an aunt who used to buy, God rest her soul, she used to buy stuff from the Home Shopping Network. So I would get ready to graduate from high school. So I came over to her house and she took this bracelet, a gold bracelet off of her wrist and gave it to me as a high school present, as a graduation present. So I go out sporting it. My brother told my brother, look at my bracelet. Look what she gave me. So fast forward, I'm away at college and I noticed the bracelet starting to turn colors. So I was like, I'll just wear it a little bit longer. So we sitting at the dinner table in the hall eating, and the guy my dorm mate next door to me turns to me. He said, Kimon, if that bracelet turned one more color, and I said, oh God. I was like, all right, I can't wear it anymore now. And she used to buy fur. She's bought a fur coat from there in the 80s. She used to just shop there all the time, like when it was new, a Home Shopping Network, a Home Shopping Club or something like that. It was called.
Well, I tell you what,
Kimon, my uncle, rest his soul, QVC.
Oh yeah,
QVC was and I'm telling you, please, if I told you I was little then. He's watching QVC, man. I said, oh my goodness. Like you said, get a gold bracelet and it turns green on you.
Being on a shopping network, but nobody bashed other brands for it. I mean, and you know what's crazy, man? People didn't know that they were selling Rolexes on ShopHQ, that were aftermarket diamonds and stuff. I don't know.
I was getting ready to say, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know where they got them jumps from, bro. But they were set. They had about, I think, 12 models at one point. They stole the Omega, over there, and I'm pretty sure they were pre-owned as well. There was they had a number of watches, bro. And that's why I learned about Javril. And then Kimon posted one. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I said, okay. So I started like researching, and I started thinking, I said, wait a minute, why is it why don't they showcase
Watch out, Jerry. Kimon's coming after you.
He right back next to you.
Now you're in big trouble.
I see you,
Stand
but
between me and Kimon. That's not good for anybody.
I see you, but wait a minute. Look at Oso in between us on the end now. He's going up the hill.
Wow.
We're trying to go up the hill, Oso.
Jerry, it's funny you mentioned QVC. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's a gold hammer.
The hammer.
I've had that for like 44 years from QVC.
You get that from Fred, did you get that from Fred Williamson?
QVC, I don't know who the hell it was.
You know who Fred Williamson is?
No, who's that?
Oh Lord.
Because you get
He played in I believe it was Super Bowl I.
I have to leave.
Yeah, well, I don't.
He was a defensive guy. They called him
Was he an actor too?
He became an actor, yes.
Yeah.
He left football to become an actor, yes.
Yeah.
He was the first, one of the first action guys. He did all action movies.
Hammer Williamson. Yep.
Yeah.
They went.
Williamson, that's what it is. Yeah. Fred Williamson.
Yeah, that's right. Him and Jay Jones, they went to kindergarten together.
He was the juice before the juice.
And Godfather went to get together.
No, you did. You was in kindergarten with that guy.
Well, I want to get back to quantity and quality. So you got right?
Oh, sorry, you were saying quality and quantity? Say that again.
Quality and the quantity thing, right? So you got the
carbon
fiber. The carbon fiber, the blue one is the SW200 and the yellow one is the SW500.
Yep.
Meteorite dials. Now they did these limited edition and kind of truly limited edition because I think the yellow one is only like 275 or 300, and then the blue and the red one, which I don't have the red one. Felix has my red one. They did them in limited quantities. I think they did no more than like 350 or maybe 500 tops.
I think it was 350, bro.
So they did 3 colorways of each one. One of the SW200, one of the SW500. So they did red, yellow, and blue. Yellow was the most limited of all the ones. Now all you got to do is take those every year and move them forward. You could add diamonds to them. You could do a different, anything. Just move them forward. You could put a different movement in them. A different bracelet on them, whatever. You could even add colors as you're moving along, but you start out with 3, and that's how you move it forward, right?
I always wanted one of those, and I saw one in one of the Invicta stores at Woodbridge Mall when it was open, and I didn't buy it. And they're really light too.
Yep.
And I like that, and I said I'm going to get one, and I didn't get one, and I still want one. That's the one I want. But I heard that like the first 100 or so of those were the Valjoux, and then after that,
Facility to 500.
Yeah, I heard something there, but I might have the numbers wrong. But I heard that the first batch of however many were Valjoux.
Matter of fact, a reliable
Don't matter to me. I'll take either one.
A reliable source told me like the first few were all Valjoux.
I said this before. I actually like the SW200 a little bit better because it doesn't have the sub dials and
and it shows more of the meteorite.
Yeah,
it's killer.
Yep.
So I actually like my SW200 more.
Earlier, the face carbon.
Because look, I mean the dial's nice, but it gets cluttered up by the sub dials. I think.
I think when you have precious stones or gems on the dial, whether you have the meteorite or abalone or sandstone, don't put anything on it. Don't sit up there and clutter up the dial.
Yeah.
Show what you have.
Well, you could just put diamonds for hour markers.
Yeah, but that's not
rubies. You could do rubies on the meteorite. Will look fantastic. Garnet, anything. Just give me just something to update it and move that piece forward. So every year you're going to have 350 of something different
Correct.
However, the same heritage of that watch. It would be
Yeah.
fantastic. And that I don't understand why they went away from that.
To answer your question, it's not carbon. That's actually you're talking about my Tissot, the PRX. I was out at the AD earlier, trifecta. That watch is the newest variation, and that's an actual Valjoux in that one too. The dial is just that waffle style dial, and I'll show more of that tomorrow. So that's a new colorway that Tissot just released. And I got word. I was talking to Jake, and he was like, "Hey, bro, it's coming in." So I said, "Hey, let me come up there, film it, look at it." You know what I'm saying? So I got it to give my reactions. So the reactions will come tomorrow. It's a beautiful watch, though. It's a beautiful watch. But to your point, bro, we've said this on a number of occasions with watches, man, and it's not like you had to reinvent the wheel and stuff like that. And I don't want to speak out of term like I know what it, like, because I've actually walked through building a watch. I've seen it being built. You know what I'm saying? I had help building a watch. So, and right now I have a watch being built for me. So I get it. I understand the cost and stuff like that. But Invicta's a big enough company to where like that would have been nice and fan service. We've said this for many years before. I know AL has said before that he didn't want to go back to those old styles and come forward. He just wanted to like invent and be innovative and make new stuff. And I was like, well, you do kind of, you alienate collectors like Godfather, come on, you know what I'm saying? Like Muhammad, like some of the old school guys. And even like when we started this live, you don't see certain people post anymore. Like what you can see what their design language was, what in their collection. The new stuff just don't speak to certain people, man. It's like I feel some of the new stuff that they got, some of it I don't. I think the Kraken, as far as I think the Kraken is an amazing watch, and you could have done so many different things with that. You could have put meteorite in there, you could have put all kind of stuff and kept that one going. You don't see that no more. When's the last Kraken you seen like come out?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
To John's point, when they come out with the new the normal one, ShopHQ normal one with the Petoskey stone dial. I don't know if anybody else got one, but I did. That's a pretty dope looking watch.
Which one?
The ShopHQ normal one with the Petoskey stone.
Oh yeah, that's a really.
You just posted that the other day, didn't you?
I think so. Yeah. Yes, I did. You're right, Jerome. I did.
So, Oscar, that watch retails for $1,800. However, I'm gonna tell you this: if you are interested, and this is anybody, contact Jake over at Trifecta. That's all I'm gonna tell you, man. Like contact him and say, "Hey, Trap told me you had this. He can get it for you," and you guys negotiate from there. And yeah, that's all. I mean, yeah. I was there. I was in his shop today where he closed around 4:00. I didn't leave there till like 5:00. Man, we just talking, and we were talking like he was talking about Invicta, right? We were talking about the whole thing. He was like, "Man, that's crazy. That shop is lost that, this, that, and the other." And over the year, some of the other people, and I will say this: the circles that I've been rolling in, all these micro brand events, there's some watchmakers out here that commend Invicta for putting out such a bold style. It's like, hey, they're unapologetic. They're just gonna put it out. They don't care. And he said, that's how I want to be. I want to put the designs that I love out there. He said, so I kind of model myself after Invicta. But that's where you draw the line when we're talking about quality, though. Because the guy that I was talking to, his watches are legit. You know what I'm saying? You go and look at the customer service that he has and all the testimonies. It's like you don't see people, bad mouthing it or talking about it or saying it broke down. And if they did have an issue, they write on it. Like you guys seen, like somebody actually brought it to my attention. They like, yo, Trap, Jack Mason, the screws are missing out the case back. I looked down, said, crap, this is crazy. So I sent it back to them. dude, let's say it was like a 4 or 5 day turnaround, man. Like I was not without my watch, period. Like a week. I'm gonna say 7 days tops. I would have to go back to verify, but I believe it was like around 7 days. And I've heard some of you guys say, hey, I had an issue too. I sent the watch back to Invicta. I ended up having to pay for it out of pocket. And I was like, God, dog, bro, what's the point of the warranty, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, that pissed me off. Like, I got to pay you $30 going, $30 coming back, and then charging me. Like, well, we can get you at a discount. And it's a limited piece. I'm like, I don't want to miss out on this piece. You know what I'm saying? So I paid a price for it. I'm like, man, wait a minute, bro. I'm still within my warranty. You know what I'm saying? Like it was an ugly thing. I ended up paying like $115 total or something like that. So, hold on, wait a minute. Nickerson said, "Don't get me started." Get you started on what, sir? What
you talking about when you were talking about the Krakens?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Your watch, bro. That watch that you love so much. They're gone.
Yeah.
They're gone, bro. And that's the thing, is like AL said it. He said that on a commercial he's like, I don't want to go back and revisit any old style. So
I would buy a Kraken with a Salida SW500 or Valjoux 7750 in a heartbeat.
Bro.
I would buy one in a heartbeat. I only have one Kraken as a Ronda R150. But I would buy it with Avalon die. But I would buy one if they put an automatic chronograph on it and with a screw down crown, please. I would I would buy it.
I hear please.
He said please.
Listen, any watch like that I get, I prefer a screw down crown because I never know where I'm going to be. If it has a bracelet on it and I'm cruising on vacation and stuff like that, if I'm near a beach, I'm going snorkeling. So I'm not going to, have time to go back and to change my watch and stuff like that. So screw down crowns are a blessing. And I know we talked about this before. People might say, well, you're only in 10 feet of water, but you don't understand. All right. While 10 feet of water may not have a lot of pressure, if I get a current flow through there, that's going to increase the pressure. You don't have to screw down crown, and your watch is only rated for, say, 50 meters. At 10 feet, if I got a current that's pushing, at about 100 pounds per square inch on that current, it make it seem like I'm down 100 feet on the watch. So people don't understand things like that. When it comes to, my watch can go underwater, my phone can go underwater. But without understanding the water and the current and stuff like that, the limits that these companies put on this equipment is misleading if you don't know exactly what's going on.
An ocean is one thing.
Screw down crown.
A pool is one thing. The ocean is another. 10 feet in the ocean, a big difference than 10 feet in a pool.
Yes. You're 10 feet in the pool. I don't care where you go in that pool. The pressure is going to be the same.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. You don't have any currents in a pool, but you out in
the current. Just the pressure of all that water on top of you in the ocean. That's really all it is. And it's a lot, even at 10 feet.
So I'm with Kamon. Screw down crowns, man.
Absolutely, 100%.
Hold up, please. You gotta put the please on.
Please.
Hey, Beamer, I see your watch of the day. Top, hey, he killed it again, bro. He killed it again, man. That dude, man, be putting out some nice watches, bro. Yeah, I see. Okay, somebody was talking about they had a Kraken with that was Felix. Yeah, I know a number of people got the Kraken. I do know that it has a meteorite dial. And what I mean by that is, like you don't have a lot of variations to the Kraken, right? And which I think like that was a failure. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, because I think that was a great watch. At the size, that is an amazing watch, man. It feels great. It looks nice. I love that wave pattern you haven't seen any designs like that.
And the way it fits on the wrist too, for the design of the watch, the way it looks, you might think it's uncomfortable, but it fits really well on the wrist.
Right.
Oh.
You know, it basically could be, you know, they could have done so much with the watch with
Salute,
different
brother.
dials, different
Hey, Rich.
movements, and stuff like that, that they just chose not to.
But you know they did so you know they had the renderings. You guys remember how we used to go to Invicta group page and just type in numbers? You'll find like so many different variations, and there was a lot that Invicta never came out with. Like they were supposed to come out with the collegiate teams, the pro divers with the collegiate teams. That never happened.
Yeah.
And the Krakens, they did have renditions of Salida 500 and Valju models. That never happened. There was a pro diver that was Fire Opal. That never came out, but they did have a Fire Opal, that fire color, whatever it was. It's supposed to be a tangerine color. Like how they had the blue label, it was supposed to be the tangerine label. That never came out.
Right.
So those things, I'm like, I think, you know, and AO did this, I want to say in 2017, they did a show where they say, let's ask the customer what would they prefer, or let the customer help design a watch, right? And whoever had the best design, it will come to, you know, fruition. And that, I think it was a skull or something like that, right? It was a sugar skull. It was one of them. It had a skull on the front of it. And that was a customer watch, a customer-based watch. And that customer got that watch. I think that was 2016. And because I remember it was Evine. And they were taking recommendations from customers and actually letting it come out, right? So I don't think it's far-fetched for us to say, hey, Invicta, we want to see this. I mean, they had Ryan running that. You know, like, hey, catch me on Invicta Collectors at Gmail and post your comments on what you want to see. I still got every email. I have 2 years worth of emails of ideas on that thing. I seen a couple of them come out, you know what I'm saying, close to what I said. Now, I don't know if that was my design, but I'm just going to say that was my design. And nothing, you don't hear nothing back. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, like, hey, is that from my recommendation? How many other, and I'm pretty sure you guys have some amazing ideas. Come on, I've heard you rattle some stuff out. Jay Jones, not so much. Gangy.
Look, his head's on fire right now. I can't even point to the right direction.
The other way.
His head's on fire right now, trying to come up with an idea. Yeah.
I asked for the ripsaw.
You got any ideas for a while?
Yeah, Joe asked for the ripsaw.
I asked for the ripsaw with the 7750, and they did it.
So, see, there you go. Jay Jones just standing in line to buy something. He didn't get over. You ain't no help.
Yeah, he just they got to come up with all the stuff, and Jerry buys. That's it.
Right.
You know, the only part they didn't do on that is I asked them to make it a numbered limited. They didn't do that, but they did do the movement.
I mean, Heritage Collection went away.
I'm waiting for a Jerry Jones watch.
Yeah, they get me started on that.
Hey, and I know, like, when John LaFone guy was collecting, bro, like, that was his thing, bro. Like, he had every last one of them. Like, okay, they were supposed to come out. I want to say they're probably in stores right now, because they're on the website, but like Shop never got it.
Never got what?
On InvictaStores.com. I just saw it on the group page.
What's that?
The new variations of the Heritage models.
Oh, you know, I don't know. I haven't been following.
And it's completely different though, because you know how they were using like the shiny background with the diamonds. These are I think all of them were platinum mother of pearls. The new one was that was supposed to come out, but I haven't seen any of them.
No.
I haven't seen any of them.
I have 3 of them. One has the black mother of pearl, and the other 2 have the white mother of pearl. So
you have integrity for your product and their reputation for your company. Oh,
no, that's right.
Let's see. What is okay? Every watch is a JJ watch. JJ.
Okay, DD.
Okay, so wait a minute, wait. All right, let's make a Kraken with a C100 bezel. That I don't know how that look, bro.
That wouldn't be a Kraken then.
Yeah, because the thing about the Kraken is the
What makes
bezel.
the Kraken.
Yeah, it's
Right.
bezel.
Yeah.
You can't. Yeah.
Yeah, the bezel is what makes it a Kraken. You put a C100 bezel on it, then it would just be a C100.
Who said that? Who said that? That was
Felix.
Felix. Maybe Invicta should hire you to design some of their watches. Put you in the ugly watch division. Part of their,
Oh my gosh.
Chemo.
Jesus Christ. For the
Trap,
300.
why you gotta say such things, Trap? I don't know why you gotta keep saying something like that.
I said
Leave Felix alone, Trap. I don't even know why.
I ain't said nothing.
Yeah, you sure?
I ain't said a word.
I'm keeping quiet.
Because you don't want to get clowned, you know.
Right, man.
We clown you on everything you say, man.
Hey,
Me off if I say the wrong thing.
See, that's a reference back to when Kimon throws a grenade in and then just leaves.
Exactly. You know?
That's all that
That's
is.
his nice, slow, cool walk. Like, yeah, I know what I did. I don't care.
look, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm just happy that Jay Jones decided to put on a decent shirt and he ain't got his nipples pointing out.
Last time?
He'd be sitting up there in his wife beater and stuff like that. Be like, man.
He said, "Leave Jay Jones alone." Oh man, how about let's make it crack with something
Other than the Ronda movement, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
they put the 150 in the Kraken. You know, you got a
Yeah.
turkey that was in the Kraken, but there's so many other movements that you can put in there, and you know, it doesn't always have to be quartz, man. There's a lot of different high-end automatic movements that you can throw in there and make it a higher quality watch for some of the high-end watch collectors. You know, so a lot of the new variations of the watches that came out, they can do so much with it. You know, just listen to the people out here to see what they want. Hey, I like this watch, but I would like to see it with this and this in it. You know, I like this watch, but you know, maybe do this with it. You know, so it's so many different things you can do with the variations of the watches out there versus, you know, putting the same movement in there but changing the color. It's the same watch. No.
Yeah.
If I'm going to change the color, let's change the movement too.
Mm-hmm.
oh, Space, hey, Space, look, I'm on you too, bro, because the last time you and Jay Jones came up here, you looked like a father and son. Both of y'all nipples was hanging out. White beaters had gray stains on them. Yeah, I'm on both of y'all. I'm on both of y'all. He says I sit here with a white beater on.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
I think if you take the Kraken Hunter and add a Gladiator bracelet, then you really.
Bro, you stop talking, man.
Boom, boom.
Crazy glue your mouth shut, bro.
The watch world will explode.
Listen, bro, don't encourage me to explode.
Here's the thing is,
Explode with
some
laughter.
cases are not going to look good with certain bracelets. You
You
know,
don't know that. You don't know that.
hey,
You can't.
I said some. I didn't say all. Some cases are not going to look good with some bracelets. You know,
Godfather, with your 5 watches, you don't know.
Hey, you know what?
look, I got enough problems trying to keep enough food here, John. You know, it's like, hey, you know,
Exactly.
China.
That's exactly. Stay in your lane, bro. Stay in your lane.
I tell you what, that was the biggest disappointment of the year when they announced that they have the ETA-based movements come back, and I'm sitting there like, okay, what is it going to be? And like, you know what I'm saying? And they showed the watches, and of course, this was one of them.
Let's go.
2824, and I absolutely love this watch. This watch is, and I saw it on you first, Godfather, because I got it after I saw yours. I was like, okay, I'm going to get it, right?
Yep.
And then I saw all the watches that they put out. Now, granted, I know some of you guys like watches that I don't, right?
Yeah.
The one watch that I didn't care for to get of Value 7750 was the Mammoth. that shouldn't have got a value movement over a Sabakwa 1 through 5.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna call it what it is. It should not have gotten that movement over any of those.
The Sabakwa number 1 did. They put a value on the Sabakwa number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they put a push pull crown on it, and then sold it for $700 and something.
Push pull crown. Come on, check this out.
I'm checking.
That's type of stuff. Like, okay, cool. They put it in there, but the rest of them, all of the Sabakwa ones I got are a screw down crown.
That was my issue with it. When I saw Ryan Johnson first post that watch, because Sabakwa number 1, my favorite from the line, value 7750, my favorite from Invicta. Any of those, that Sabakwa number 1. And when I saw that with the it was the gunmetal one, and he posted that, and it was the value 7750 movement. I just assumed it was going to be a screw down crown, like every other value 7750 I have in the Sabakwa number 1 line was. And when I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely getting that. And then I'm watching the show, and before I watch the show, I look at the specs, and it's got a push pull crown. I'm like, oh god, that was a deal breaker for me. You're gonna give me less of a watch and then still charge me $750 for it? I was just like, okay, I'm done. I can't do it anymore.
That was the other one too, bro. When they did the thermal glow. Now again, I'm not knocking the thermal glow.
I'm sorry, but that's a hideous watch, and you're gonna put that a nice movement in there,
right?
Bro. And see, that's just my man. Come on, there was so many other watches that they could have done, because we're talking. I mean, because if that's right there, the value, the ETA movements, that's fan service. That's a nod to all of your old collectors. Give them, and then you know what watch they ignored. Bro, they did not mess with the Lupa at all. The Lupa Revolution, they didn't put a value 7750 back in that, and I know that they had those back in the day. They didn't do a number limited.
I would have bought one of those too.
They didn't do any blue labels. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't bring back the Russian diver that I know they calling it the diver.
Yeah, I would have bought one of those too. If they would have put a value in a Russian diver, I would have purchased one of those too. With a leather strap.
The Pro Diver Specialty that had a SW200 in there that I was looking at. I was like, oh yeah, I was going to get that, but the bezel was stationary. I said, yeah, no. You got this watch, with an SW200 in there, stationary bezel, and then you want to turn around and have it $600. So,
yup. Teddy was being very sarcastic when he made that comment about home shopping. Yeah, he was.
I agree with you, Kimon, on the crown. But
yeah, that was. I was certainly going to buy the gunmetal one, and then they had the that one you had there, that silver tone with the black dial, right?
Yep.
I was gonna buy that one too. Had that watch been a screw down crown, I was certainly going to get the gunmetal one, and I was thinking about getting that one too. I certainly would have.
I mean, I agree with what you're saying, but I'm never going diving, so it didn't bother me.
No, I did no. That's I went in the ocean in one of my Sabakwa number 1s with the abalone dial before.
Yeah.
My point with that is every value 7750 sub 1 that I have, even the older ones, I've had a screw down crown. And they make that one without a screw down crown and still charge $750 for it.
Yep.
I didn't pay that much for it.
They gave you less of a watch and charged you more for it. And that was part of my issue. I mean, especially with my favorite watch in that line, to make it lesser. It's like they almost get to the finish line and then they trip and fall. You understand what I'm saying? You know, that's how I felt. That's how I felt with the watch. Of course, obviously not a knock against anyone who buys it.
Yeah, but
for me, with that watch, you know, all you had to do was give it a screw down crown.
If I remember correctly, the night they debuted it, you were in the chat and you mentioned that on the chat.
Yeah, you certainly did. I absolutely did.
Yeah.
I absolutely did. That was a deal breaker for me, man.
Hey, JR, so they start on the 30th. They start, Invicta will start with JTV on the 30th of this month.
And I got this is the 8040, but this is that gunmetal bracelet on with the rose gold.
Yeah.
And this thing is killer.
That's pretty.
Yes, I like that one. They do have one with a value.
And this is a screw down with the 8040, and they don't give it the 7750. What are we talking about, bro?
Yeah, that's my point.
It's such a killer bracelet, man.
That they
Sub
left.
one, the sub one is in my top. I
Yeah.
love the sub one.
Yeah, my favorite from the line. It's between that and the Bolt Zeus, the original Bolt Zeus. It's between those two. But it's the sub one. They put a value 750 in the sub one with the good specs. I'll buy one.
Bro, they did.
Don't get me started on the X-wing because they ignored that.
I was just about to say that. I was like, that's what they're
there's no love for the X-wing. I'm the only one.
They didn't do the X-wing at all. They didn't do the chaos, bro. Bro, the chaos. If nothing told them this was a great seller during that cruise, bro.
Yes. Yep.
We went nuts, bro.
Yep.
We were buying. Everybody was buying. Godfather.
I bought 2 of them.
Godfather, how many did you buy?
3.
You bought 3.
Mm-hmm.
I bought the Mother of Pearl, the Meteorite, and the Pave Diamond one.
Oh, you got one of each.
Yep.
Nice. I bought the both of them with Pave diamonds. One with the the gold tone bezel. The other one with the Pepsi bezel.
Okay. Now my
Pepsi bezel.
My Pepsi bezel is on the white Mother of Pearl.
Mm.
I got the gold bezel on the Pave Diamond. Then I got the silver on the Meteorite. Because the silver just, to me, I just like that monochromatic look all the way across with the silver and the Meteorite. So
yeah.
So Thelonious, and that's another thing too, is I know Aragon used so pride movements. A lot of companies are using Miyota. I mean, because you get the high beat, it's not Swiss made, but like it makes it like you can make it flatter. You can make a flatter case with that Miyota, and that thing, even if it goes out, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not expensive getting one of those watches fixed. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. It's like we throw these suggestions, recommendations out, like, yo, it's almost, and I said this, it's almost like the team at Invicta is putting blinders on, like, I don't care what the world, blah, 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 blah. I'm not listening to what y'all doing. And it's like, I don't want you to go in nobody else's lane and create something that somebody else is doing. However, the fans are saying, hey, I would love to have this, and that. Could we have it in these movements, right? They don't use the NE88 or 86 anymore. The last time I saw one of those being produced or put out was, I think, during COVID. During that, it was an Ocean Master or something like that. I haven't seen it since. And you know, people like variety, man. And people like to see the styles that they like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when is the last time? Matter of fact, when's the last time you seen an official Sabakwa Noma 7 out there with anything new to that?
Not in a long time.
Yeah.
When the last time you seen a Sabakwa Noma 6?
With the 6, those weren't very popular. I don't think they sold well, the 6.
Let me ask you this. Do you think that if they would have put a 2824 in there and add a movement and spruced up the dial, do you think that watch would have sold?
Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Now, okay, so the 6 wasn't as popular, but the 5 was. The 5 actually won them the red dots.
Yeah, I have 2 of those with
you know what I'm saying?
I got 2 of those with the Valgrange AO7 171 movement.
Too bad they couldn't make a blue label Kraken with the Salida 500 or the 7750. See, that's my thing, though. Yeah. That's my thing. Is like, you don't have to reinvent the wheel, bro. Like, Black Label was hidden in watches. I didn't see too much of the platinum label stuff. I have actually got a.
No, it wasn't too many platinum labels. But see, there are so many things they could have done. Like, they had 2 watches that were a red label. They could have turned around and took some of the other models and, turn them into a red label and make them number limited editions, and could have run with that. One of my biggest things was I was saying, hey, you put a pro diver out in a red label, because I already had the blue label and the black label in a pro diver. I says, you give me a red label and a pro diver, that was going to become my Johnny Walker collection,
Bro.
Yeah.
Black
red.
Bro, could you, man, listen, I'm going to tell you something. Imagine a Kraken in a red label a Magnum in a red label.
Yeah.
Aqua number 1 in the red label, all with Val Jules.
Yeah.
I know. Come on, if as long as it had a screw down crown, of course.
Yeah.
I know Ramon would have lost his last mind. Vic would have broke his neck. He'd have tore his credit card in half trying to get a red label Magnum, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like these are the things. Like, and that's the thing. You know, like when they ask the questions on Shop before, you know, they ask that like, what brings you back, right? And it's like when they ask that question, believe what the people are saying. Believe it. Hey, I come back because you guys offer this, offer that. It's like you ask that question and it's just go off into the air, and then you expect people like, you know, of course Jay-Z left, but you expect these people that have been bringing us watches. If you had to tally up how many watches you bought from Kendi, Ryan, and all these other people, I'm pretty sure the list will be long with some of you guys. But it's like, dude, that just went out the window with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, this I can't explain it. Oh, we got this dude in here, man. Everybody go out, you know, the show's over. Show's over.
Got the degenerate.
We got the degenerate.
Wow.
This guy.
All Invicta had to do is take a page out of, right?
Jordan's, yeah.
Just take the thing and move it forward. Not building, right? So I started out, I didn't get the ones. I started out with 2s. Somebody gave me a pair of 2s. So that's where I started. So 2 through 1, I actually have 1s now. But 1 through 4 is really where I reside with the Jordans. But Jordan keeps going. That doesn't mean they stop inventing new stuff. It just means that they will continue to come out with some of these. They'll re-release these, or the black ones, or the cement ones, the white ones, you know, with the cement. That's how they just keep moving it forward. They keep their old collectors like me. I've been around since the beginning, 1s and 2s. Even though I didn't have a pair of 1s, I ended up getting a pair of 1s later on, but I started out with 2s. That's how you move it forward. That's all I'm talking about. Just keep kind of updating it or reinventing it, bringing it back, or whatever you're going to do. Like a lot of us older collectors, and I'm not even an older collector, but
I mean, you know what?
I like the older versions of these of their watches.
But that's a good question that you got, bro. I mean, and this is what we talked about. But then, like Dickerson, you got that's a good one. To answer me this, hold on, let me put it back on the screen. How did this last batch order of ETA movements not have any AO7s? Invicta is king of oversized pieces, and I know those AO7s sold well.
I think what the way AL explained it is that with the vows, with the 2824s and the 7750s, they had already had an agreement in place with them to supply those movements, and they were just having them fulfill that agreement. And I guess there was some back and forth with Invicta and Etta about whether or not Invicta was owed those movements, because I don't think they had a prior agreement with them for the AO7 not to 11, and that's why you didn't see them.
That makes sense.
Let me see. Sand 8 didn't love the new design. Saw it somewhere so far online with the 8048.
Yeah, I saw it too. Just because you make a 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 doesn't mean you have to keep going. Right. I mean, at some point, are you going to have a Sabacco number 13? You know, you understand where I'm coming from? Just like cut it at somewhere at some point, because I saw the Sabacco number. We probably all did see the Sabacco number 8, and I wasn't impressed with it. Not even the design. I don't care what movement they put in it. I didn't care for the design of it at all.
I've never seen it.
You're not missing anything.
Nah,
I'm good with the 1. I'm solid with the 1. Yeah, I mean, you didn't have to go past 1 as far as I was concerned.
Well, 3 was nice. I really liked the 2.
3 was nice too, but I mean the 1. I just love that 1.
4 didn't get a whole lot of love.
No,
but those are okay. The 5s did pretty good. The 6s not so much. The 7s were okay. The 7s were different because they are part of the. They put the function pushers with dragons.
Dragons, yeah. That
looked like.
I have that. Yeah. I do have a 7.
That was, I mean, and that was a pretty solid. I like that one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like the 7.
That was.
What you guys think of the Talon? I like the Talon also.
No, the Talon's cool. I like the Talon. Yeah, I think the Talon was.
Oh, I wasn't a fan of that. That's the one with the little claws on the bezel.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, yeah, I wasn't a fan of it.
When they came out with the Talon in the automatic, that's when I, gravitated to it. When it had just the quartz one in movement, and I was like, it's okay, but the automatic, nice clean dial and everything like that made it nice for me.
He's still mad about them crackers.
Yeah.
Hey, Psalms, you need therapy, bro.
Yeah, take away his mind or something, man.
I said it before. Aragon does just that, updating models.
That's right, Space. Like that's it. I'm with you on that. I love that virtuoso, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
these companies can do so much if they just listen to their consumer base. Ones with knowledge of what they're looking for and what people will be looking for. You can't just have any old design. You got to have something that's going to sell. And like I said, you can take while pro divers, the shape of the pro diver is synonymous with Invicta, and I mean that style watch is synonymous with just about any other watch company out here. There's so much you can do with that to make it stand out from other watch companies. There's so many different dials, material that you can use, so many different colorways that you can do, so many different ionic play. Look, I have yet to see a graffiti pro diver.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Graffiti X-Wing.
Well, for example, Godfather, the one that Ryan Johnson designed.
Yeah.
That was that sandstone dial he put on it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it was tungsten?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, that's a variation right there that I love. I got one.
Yeah.
But see, you know what? I asked him, I said, do you think AL will allow you to? I said, I would love to see that same variation in the Lupa, right? And put, Swiss movement in it. I was like, man, and you know how we love the number limited pieces. Invicta does that and they do it very well. And the one thing I got aggravated with a number limited piece, and I still stand on it, anything that's number limited should be different. That should be a higher grade of watch than any other watch that you have, right?
Yep.
And it shouldn't have the little potato chip style clasp on the bag. Don't put no little bull crap PC-23 movement in there and pass it off as being limited because it got a character on it. Make it right. You know what I'm saying? Because I look at it from this standpoint. Cars, shoes, and watches, I mean, they have the same vibe. You're not seeing Mercedes like bringing a car all the way down, putting a 1.3 Chevette motor in it, man, so everybody can afford the darn thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mercedes is Mercedes at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Now, you can get different models at different prices, but if you say limited, number limited, that watch should be the top of the line with that. It should be no question. And any limited piece, I don't care, it should have a Swiss movement in it, or if you're going to do like a high beat movement. So I'm going to say Miota 9000 series or better, like you should not see anything less than. And I'm not knocking the NH35. So like, and I know Dickerson loves the NH35. He absolutely loves. Like I think he tried to trade his whole collection out for NH35. He's like giving all his values away just for the NH35. I know he was.
NH35 is a good workhorse, but I agree with you that if you have a numbered limited edition, make the watch special. You have to make it different than the other models of the same. It's like let's change the plating on it. Let's change the dial on it. Let's give it a high end movement. We're going to make it a number limited edition, and then you could turn around and justify raising the price to $300 or $400 if you have the right equipment in there. But you can't, in my opinion, justify spending $500 on an NH35. That's just my opinion. I can't justify spending $500 on an NH35.
But there's companies out there that
smack me.
They'll charge you for it. You know what I'm saying? Like I know some of the Vostoks is like $900. Then a micro brand company like William Wood, He used the NH35. Now he has some stuff going on with his watches. It's made out of recycled fireman equipment and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it talks about the heritage of his family. I think his grandfather was a firefighter. So I see Michael Brands doing it. I see some companies charging a premium for NH35. Is that for everybody? No, no, it's not. You know, how many people walk away with a William Wood watch? You know what I'm saying? And I think I seen the watch up close. The watch is, man, dude, it's phenomenal. Beautiful watch. But, you know, when I look at it, like, all right, would I spend $1,000 on this where I can get a watch that, you know, I want with a Swiss movement in it? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I can get that for $800. I'm going to go with that other watch. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I still stand on what I say. Space, to answer your question, will Invicta ever use DLC? I doubt it. I doubt it very seriously.
What is? Pardon my ignorance. What is DLC?
It's the coating that so it strengthens the watch. It is normally in black. It's not like DLC's coating is like it's normally a black coated, and it just increases the stainless steel from scratches and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I see. Pocket Rocket said that the Val grains was phased out in 2021.
Yeah.
Okay. I see that. Okay, I didn't know that.
Valve Range Up was phased out in 2021. That's crazy.
Oh, okay.
What'd you say? Oh man, you lucky I ain't known with you guys because I love NH35s. All right.
Oh Lord.
Dickerson got a lot of rage tonight. What's going on with him? You all right,
Stupid
bro?
face Dickerson.
Listen, I'll move out. He can come out of my place.
No, you stay put, Mr. Pink.
Are we getting to you, Dickerson? What's going on, bro?
At his NH35.
I had to have
Where's all the anger coming from?
25th anniversary. I saw that and I almost bought that watch. But it was something else that jumped in front.
J.R. Rouse has some nice watches too. He's got some nice Invictas as well.
Who's that?
J.R. Rouse, he has some nice.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm going to, choose an NH movement, okay, I'd rather have either the NH36, which is a day and date, or the NH34, which is a GMT. I would prefer those over the NH35. It's just the NH35. They just putting it in too many watches. Like I said, you can take a watch that has an NH35. You know what? Let's move it forward. Let's put a 36 in there, or let's put a 34 in there with a GMT in it and stuff like that. You're moving it forward, like John says,
Now, Godfather, if you get the NH36, are you going to use the Japanese thing? So you have to figure out what day it is, or are you going to go with the English?
Usually the ones I get are either in English and Spanish. I use the Spanish one.
Oh, Oh, wow. Spanish. I'd love that.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, sure. You could even do it, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Marty Mercury. Woo.
Yep.
So everybody, Dickerson says Trap is praising me for his love for NH35. You're welcome, bro. You're welcome. So for the millions at home that's watching, like rock fans, Dickerson, which is going on a cruise, West Coast cruise. He has one. It is world renowned because he has the infamous Ryan Johnson, and I believe he is. You cannot come on a cruise unless you have an NH35 in your collection. He is not allowed anybody else.
Look. It's got to be an NH35 and have a Kraken as well.
Yes, you have to have a Kraken, and it has to have an NH35 or in whatever watch you have has to have an NH35. That is your price to get on this cruise.
And he will be checking everybody's watch as they get on.
And
at the gate.
I'll tell you what. It don't matter. You're not getting your money back. If you step on there and you got all Salitas on, you're done. You're toast.
You're going overboard, bro.
Hey, he said Trap can't read. Let me remind you, I did drop out of high school and I went to Gary, Indiana. So you may be right on that one, sir. I said it before. Who gave this man a YouTube channel? So
Okay, that's it. Let him in.
I ain't got no more room. I can't let you up. It's full, bro.
Like I said, I'll join the chat just to see what happens.
He said, I must end myself. No, bro, don't do it. Don't do it. NH35s are not being discontinued, bro. I promise. I promise you are so good, bro. You're good. Please, somebody.
You guys are getting totally all fired up, man.
Call a 1-800 number. 1-800 help me.
35.
Oh.
Dude.
Oh my gosh.
Man, oh man, oh man.
So yeah, man. All right. So let's see. I want to read this last one.
You won't even have to turn the engines on for that cruise, for that boat, because Dickerson will just have a paddle. He's going, that NH35 better not be on this boat. If I catch one NH35, man, you guys. Oh,
you getting married? So who? You let me see. Hold on. I have to put a hold on Watch Collecting as AM.
I think that was supposed to be I am.
I'm
getting married.
Congratulations, JR. Man, that's big news, bro. Yeah, you gotta hold off, man.
Good luck with putting that on hold.
Pay for that ring.
Yeah, yeah. And you can't say that the watch is a ring. I don't think she may not like that.
Hey, look. He's gonna turn around and get a ring and put an NH35 in that, just to please.
You can get an Invicta ring.
Man.
Yeah.
They trying to sell NH35 for $1,000 for mineral crystal. Oh my gosh, bro. Nah, I'll pass on that one, sir. I'll pass on that.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, man. So
you know what? Scotty's right. Congratulations, JR.
Yeah, congratulations. I think we can end right there, bro. We can end on that note, man. We had great conversation.
Good
we
time.
had some of the heavy hitters up here, and it's always a pleasure to see you up here.
2.5 hours. Ditto, fellas. Ditto.
Bro. That man, 2.5 hours that went by so quick, bro.
Yeah, sure did.
This
was 30 minutes, man. This one was supposed to be 30 minutes.
I know, right?
Because of my movie time and stuff, man.
I'm only
the movie to get in here.
I just call you stupid face, Godfather. Oh Lord! Oh my God! He's pulling out playground stuff now.
Yeah. This has been an amazing live, man. I will say this though, some of you guys are going on a cruise with us, and I would love for you. I'm going to put this in the group, in the cruise group. Battles will be coming back now. If you're not going on a cruise, you can still battle. And if anybody feel ballsy enough to go up against Kamon, and I mean that, if you feel ballsy enough, I'm pretty sure Kamon he'll dust off the collection, come out there and you know what I'm saying, tap it real quick. But
crap.
Yes. What's up?
Anybody stupid enough to go up against Kamon?
Hey, bro, it's not even being stupid.
Yeah, don't even try it. Yeah, no.
He's just one man.
That's what
He's just one man. He's just a regular collector.
Yes, that's it. Exactly. I'm not special.
You know what I'm saying? So
the champ.
What'd you say?
He's the champ, numero uno.
Okay, so you know what, Jay Jones, you haven't battled anybody yet. You haven't battled anybody.
I ain't battling nobody. I have no collection.
Man, okay, I'm trying not to delete you. Oh my gosh. So if anybody wants to step forward and battle, and you don't have to battle Kamon, but like, dude, it's all in fun, bro. Like, it's not like Kamon's gonna shoot you in the face as he battles you. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not gonna turn into a Thundercat and cut your head off. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it's not, bro. It's just watches, bro. Like, look.
Yes, just watches, just fun.
It's just for fun.
Yeah,
you know what the problem is? The problem is that Kamon.
I learned my lesson. I'm not going up against him again.
The problem is Kamon's going to pull out a real badge. That's what Jerry's afraid of.
Yeah.
twice in one night, Jerry. You got taken down, bro.
Bro.
Hard.
That's right, Joe. When I see you, I'll talk to you about it too.
I hope I do see you soon there, bro. Yeah, I really do.
And he said, if you're going against, come on, bring your NH35. So that just proves that man loves NH35s. He always talking about it. Man, listen, bro.
Don't you bring up
yourself over there, getting wet on the couch over NH35s. What's wrong with you, bro? This is a family show.
You better keep that in the case.
Because if you go up against, come on with an NH35, you're done. I don't care how many diamonds you got, you toast.
He says you better keep that in the case.
I'm telling you, man, bro.
Oh man.
Don't bring a knife to a gunfight, bro. That's all I'm saying, man. So yeah, man. So keep that in mind, y'all. If y'all want to battle, honestly. And you don't have to just be going on a cruise. We can just bring the battles back. It's fun. I love doing it. It builds camaraderie, man. And everybody's a winner, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, this is our zone. This is our area, you know? And please do not. If you want to battle, and even if you do want to go up against Kamon or Dave D or somebody, man, just do it. Don't
I ain't afraid to come on.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, don't come with no excuses like, man, I can't do it. I ain't got the collection. Bro, listen, if somebody want to battle me, even if, and I would hate to do it, but even if it was Mark Hines, I'm going to do it. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to talk junk. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take my beating like a man because I ain't got nothing for that dude's collection. You know what I'm saying?
Look at it this way. The battle is a way for you to show some of your collection, okay?
Yeah.
Talk about what got you into collecting that particular piece and stuff like that. That's all it is, you know. Now, I will tell you this, okay? The you know, it's not only about the watch that looks good, okay? It's the story behind the watch for me, okay? Which makes things better. I want to hear the history other than, hey, here's my NH35, okay? Tell me more about it, you know, what got you into this? So, but it's all in fun. It allows us to get to know you as a collector. Not about the battles. It's about letting people know you and get to know you as a collector and what you like and things that you don't like. That's all.
So with that being said, Dickerson said, I'll be like, come on, I got this Grand Diver with the flag on the dial and this rocking NH35. Your move.
So I mean, anybody got any last thoughts on Invicta no longer being with ShopHQ?
See ya.
And
It is what it is, man.
Say it's gonna happen, so it's happened. So
I saw it coming for a while, but you know, I wasn't positive, but I thought it was going to happen.
Yep.
It just used to be an event to watch that. It just used to be an event, and it's just not anymore.
Yeah. Yep.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. You're right. It used to be an event to watch it. Man, I'd get like actually prepared to watch these shows.
Yeah.
Not so much anymore.
No,
you look forward to them. Like, when's the next show? You know.
Oscar, to answer your question, there are cruises next year. I'll update you on those. Long Ranger said it doesn't matter to me, and then he said he's looking forward to something new. Dickerson, and yes, I will be hard pressed to see if they can reignite the flame that they once had. I'm gonna say from 2017 up to 2021. You know what I'm saying? I'll give them to 2021. After 2021, it just didn't feel the same. It didn't feel the same. Like, and Kamon got out the chat. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that Kamon just runs the chat, but like when you start seeing some of the greats and some of the, you know what I'm saying, the comments, because Kamon has always dropped that grenade in the chat and just sat back and watched it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll just come in with those eyes. I put the eyes.
Yeah. And even though like he has, I seen him come in the chat once this year, I think, or like maybe last year, John the Phone Guy. His you'll see the ha after every comment. You know what I'm saying? You just see how, and like it's definitely not the same. Could they create new magic? I don't know. I'm not, putting nothing into it, so I won't have my feelings hurt at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Dickerson, hold on, what is this comment? Dickerson, wearing my NH35 Dive Master Evo right now with a fresh sailcloth strap.
Gotta have the sailcloth.
You gotta have the sailcloth. Let's see. We knew something. Oh, hold on. We knew something was going on as the number of shows decreased. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that was a telltale sign of it. What I think a lot of folks were hoping that, maybe that lull in action meant that Invicta was going to come out with, a lot of new stuff, but that wasn't the case. That they're actually leaving.
Right.
So that's what that was about.
Yep. So, and I do agree with that, Dave D. Customer service has to be, you know what I'm saying? If you bring that, you bring the customer. So hopefully JTV has all of the things that ShopHQ missed out on. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see call-ins, testimonials. We'll see if all that stuff, I don't even want them transferring none of that stuff. I want them to create their own vibe.
Yeah. I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, let's create your own vibe. Don't try to replicate what Shop did, because Shop had something good. They dropped the ball, and heck no. Just do your own thing, please. Yep. So
JTV is a good place for Candy. She'll fit in well there.
Yeah, she's already had a couple shows, man. She's doing amazing.
I'm sure.
It's Candy.
She'll fit in well there. She's
a
Hey, we've been on for 2 hours and 35 minutes and 34 seconds and counting, bro. This has been an amazing show. I enjoyed all of you guys for being up here, man. Appreciate everybody, especially you, Jay Jones. You are the star of the day. All right, you're the star of the day. No. I'm not even gonna say nothing, bro. I'm just saying you're the star of the day, bro. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, one last idea for a watch. What do you got?
Kamon's the star of the day.
No, I'm not. Mm-hmm.
No, we gave it to you, bro. We gave it to you. We listen.
First and foremost, I appreciate it. And it was great being around, shoot some of the heavy hitters on the channel. Some of the heavy hitters who collect. Godfather, like I said, I'm gonna kiss your ring when I see you. Come on, I'm gonna give you a big smile. Gangy, I don't know what I'm gonna do to you.
Oh Lord.
Joe,
get my diapers ready.
Joe, no diddies. Come on.
Wow, Diddy. Oh man, you went there. Oh Lord.
And Trap, you know what I have to say to you. I will say thank you, and you know what for.
Oh, no problem, bro. No problem. Say less. Say less. Man, it's all in love, man.
I've had a hard couple of weeks.
I know. He said pause. Hard pause, bro. Yeah, I know we had some people that lost loved ones and stuff like that. And keep people in your prayers, bro. You know what I'm saying? Jay Jones lost his mother.
I hear that, Jared.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Watchman 54 lost his daughter, man. That was Mother's Day, but like you can't put no time frame on that, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, we've had some, like, we got some stuff going on, and I'm not at liberty to talk about some of the other stuff that's going on, but people are going through like some serious issues like cancer scares and stuff like that, and with actual cancer. So some of our watch veterans, our brethren, man, and sisters are out here struggling. You know what I'm saying? So I just appreciate everybody. Honestly, I appreciate everybody, man. Thank you everybody that's participated and gave to the Veteran Fund, man. We off to a good start, and we're gonna finish out strong. You know what I'm saying? So Dickerson saying sorry for your loss. Grace Santini, thank you for being here. Fun show, says get rich. And everybody else that has participated in today's, and those all you guys that's behind the scenes. And to my ShopHQ informant, thank you for texting me during the show. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for keeping us on track. All right. So with that being said, man, that's a wrap. We up out of here, man. Everybody, man, y'all be blessed.
Good night, gentlemen.
Good night.
Good night.
Good.
Yes,